Mr. Br0 Taco. Hello. Okay, so Mr. Br0 Taco, my co-streamer, he's actually just gone to make some coffee. So there's nobody here yet. Yes, thank goodness. So now I can just talk as much as I like. Haha. We have a cool announcement to make. The announcement's going to be at 8. So if you only want to tune in for that announcement at 8, the game should start about 5 minutes past 8. Quite an awesome announcement. So for the next like 18 minutes, me and Br0 Taco are just gonna chat some shit. Br0 Taco is going to introduce himself. Yeah, he was in 2 streams, but like just came out of nowhere. He just like popped into existence. And I don't know if you guys are interested. We could talk about, like, if you guys want to know a thing or two about me, you guys can ask in stream. We can give all that information and just tell our life story. Ask life's questions like, who are we? What are we? This is the point of it all, you know. No, but anyway, so we got a cool announcement. Really excited for that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's start getting the people in. I just want to say thank you very, very much to Mr. iRise. He made this beautiful new little team banner that's now animated. It looks so calming and soothing. And he's actually been doing a lot of effort. This announcement is mostly due to, I believe, Ziel, he said, as well as him organizing, and it's showing some big things coming for us in the future. So yeah, if you guys ask anything, I'll wait a minute before I can reply you guys, sadly. So the stream is sadly said to have a minute delay so that you can't screen peek or cheat like in the game itself. Sadly, we can't have that low latency experience where I can chat with you guys and have fun and all that jazz. But I mean, it's okay. I mean, what's a minute of awkward silence? I mean, it's awful. I know. And
a minute.
Yeah, it's a minute.
Just a minute.
Just a minute. So here's Mr. Br0 Taco. I've already told them that we're gonna tell them who you are. So once you've taken that nice big sip of your coffee, which I'm going to do when you talk, you can start introducing yourself. Because I told them, like, I don't know, you just appeared out of nowhere. What's your deal? What's your story? How many people have you robbed in your life? Just let us know. And
we can't talk about such things, dude. This is incriminating.
Shh. So yeah, just what's your story? Where did you come from? How did we find you? I don't know, but I just heard, hey, this guy's gonna stream with you from now. And I'm like, ah, cool, nice. Who found you in what ash dump?
Well, I'm very close friends with one of BRB's players. A couple of years back, I used to do quite a few troll videos of Black Ops 2 and stuff like that. I was quite hated for it, actually. I got a guy to quit Black Ops 2 entirely.
Isn't it like every second player quits Black or Call of Duty?
No, but I mean, from one video uploaded, dude, it was intense. But I grew this great interest in just, I don't know, entertaining people and wanting people to be a part of the fun I'm having as well. And that's what brought me to commentary and just all of this, I guess.
And like, you have your own channel. You said you're working on your own channel, right?
Yeah, I'm currently basically redesigning an entire brand new channel. I don't want to use anything I've used before. I think a fresh start is always good and healthy.
Okay. And the name Br0 Taco, where does that come from?
A very close friend of mine. Every time we speak, he always calls me Br0 Taco.
Just casually.
It's just become like,
so it's like your best friend, and now it's just like your Br0 Taco. Is that just how it is? Oh, that's pretty cool. How long have you guys been friends? Like 10 years?
Well, nine years.
Ooh,
yeah.
Nice. So yeah, I mean, most people know where my name came from. Like my one friend Goose, every single time we're in a game and somebody starts singing the Daddy Cool song, he's like, these people are so unoriginal. This is like the 100 millionth time. But this name is sticking. I think this has been my gamer name for 5 years now, and that's how long I've been playing. I think there was like 1 month when I first started playing on PC where my name was just Random Guy, and on Facebook I made that atrocious mistake of putting on a middle name on Facebook, and my middle name now on Facebook is Random Guy.
I take that away. You should be able to take it away.
Well, I'm sticking with it now because people keep telling me I'm random, so I'm just gonna embrace it, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, and I don't know. I actually have to say sorry if there's like 1 or 2 people who've been on my channel. I've been so quiet. I'm actually trying to find time in the will to make videos again in between everything, especially with Black Ops 4. I'm hoping this Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is going to be good. Kind of a.
Dude, I must say, like you've got me quite hype about it. Like I'm really keen on it. As long as it's not like all flipping, like it mustn't take the route that Advanced Warfare took. If it takes that route, I'm gonna be.
Oh no, it's boots on the ground again. There was an open beta and I really enjoyed it. Like there's like a healing mechanic where you have to heal yourself the whole time. You don't just auto heal. But it's actually so awesome. Like after playing for 1 weekend and I started playing again, I felt so out of I felt like I was powerless to control my health. And every time I spec somebody, I'm like, dude, please heal yourself. Don't re-engage. But it's actually a really cool mechanic. So I think that's pretty awesome. But I think this Battle Royale, just today somebody confirmed there are South African servers for the Battle Royale that's happening this weekend. So I mean, we need it, and the player count is 80. So we need at least like 300 people minimum, which is an easier number to reach to play this weekend, so we can have constant battle royales on a South African ping. How amazing would that be?
No, dude, it's gonna be insane. I'll definitely give it a look. I'll download it. I think maybe tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah, you can start preloading it and then start Saturday night at 7 o'clock playing. If you didn't pre-order, if you did pre-order, you can start playing it Friday night at 7. Or you can actually, what I did, I bought like a early access key, which is like 40 Rand, so I could play from Friday night. I know I'm a loser like that, but I mean, then 40 Rand, then you can play an extra day. I think it's worth it. I love Call of Duty. It's my game, man.
We'll have to see how it goes, dude. Look, I'm a massive fan of the old school sort of stuff. You know, Unreal Tournaments, and you go all the way back then, and you look at Call of Duty 4. I think that's where COD actually set the bar, was COD 4.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, you look at CS:GO. CS:GO has very much the same sort of graphical interface and the same sort of like feel and style as COD 4 had.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it came out in 2012, and it's been
that
6
wasn't
years
broken.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. I just think like, I don't think we should go into debate now, but I do not agree with their annual release model. It's the worst thing they could have done. They should have go triannual or something like that, but going on for an annual release, especially with how expensive it is, not sustainable. Now my cats are about to fight. Terribly sorry if you guys on stream hear that.
Dude. Actually, I was gonna say something, but I think it'd be very inappropriate for the stream.
Okay, so don't say. We need the numbers. Has to be child friendly. We need the money. We can't have any demonetization. No,
right.
Hey, you know,
we'll keep it civil and polite.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
And yeah, wow, we already have 15 viewers. People are excited now. They have to just awkwardly listen to us talking for 10 more minutes.
Oh, that's I don't mind.
Well, I mean,
mind?
I don't mind, but do they mind? I don't know.
Do they mind?
Well, they have no choice. They're gonna, unless we're gonna see in the next 30 seconds, we're gonna have 2 viewers, and then 8 o'clock, everybody's gonna be coming back. Like, haha, we minded.
Yeah.
So, what experience do you have with Call of Duty? Like, whatever.
Dude, look, I played for quite a few very good and established teams. One of which we went really far, but we disbanded. Eternal problems. Isn't that always the problem?
But is that like your name, or is that like just you had problems?
No. You see, I can't go into too much detail.
Clan name sounds like eternal problems. That sounds like a clan name.
Yeah, it's quite
Are you hearing my cat? Can you hear my cat in the background?
I can.
Why are you like this? Yeah. He hasn't had enough lunch.
Dude, you know what you just did? You know what that reminds me of? You know that Vine back in the day, where the dude's having an afternoon nap and the birds are busy chirping, and he goes outside. He's like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Yeah, I should do that to my cat. Goodness. No. So you say you played for some well-established team, but yeah, like I think I've been in 3 teams who disbanded like at the very end. It's so frustrating. It happens, but it's just politics, right?
Yeah, but I mean, look, you go through quite a phase. I think everyone goes through the same phase. You go through a phase where you're like completely immature. Then you go through a phase where it's like just screw everything and everyone. And that follows by the phase of the keyboard warrior. And then shortly after, you learn to grow up and actually act your age, you know?
Exactly. Oh, I think I actually just switched the scenes accidentally. some people got a little taste of what's the news. But
oh no, we don't want to tell them just yet.
Yeah, I know it was like a millisecond. But you see, what I wanted to do was remove our player count, our viewer count thing, because on my overlay it's saying it's showing the right number, but on stream
it's showing 0.
It's showing 0. Like it's saying 19 here on the overlay, but the stream is just like nah. From you. That's not how many people are watching, so that's a bit awkward. 121 supposedly. I don't know. YouTube and Streamlabs OBS can't agree on how many viewers. Streamlabs just makes you feel better, just +2, just to make you feel like you're not sad.
Yeah. What's up, Just Blizz? What's up, everyone? How's it going? How's everyone's evening doing?
I wish, like, also while you were away, I explained we have that minute delay, so. You're asking this in a minute's time, people will reply you, and then you'll reply to them only in a minute's time. So hello everybody, thank you everybody for tuning in. We really appreciate having you guys here. 20, that's like good. I've only ever had like 7 viewers on my channel at the same time, so I mean this is like breaking double digits here, man. Whoa.
No, this is good. It's good. Let's keep it going. But we got to keep everyone in a bit of suspense. I mean, as excited as we both are to share the news that we have for everyone here. I think. Do you know what we're gonna do? We just don't say anything just yet. We'll leave it for we'll leave it for somewhere between now and when the match starts. All right.
Maybe we'll say it like in the middle of a round when nobody even hears it. You guys have to tune in.
Say, look, we could say it at any time. So this way, if anyone leaves the stream now,
they're gonna miss out exactly
on the big news.
I feel like we're some sort of radio station where you have to listen to the songs, and randomly in the song there'll be like a baby crying. If you hear the baby crying, call.
You win the prize.
Then you're listening to this awesome song. Like, what the fuck? What did you just do to my song? Oh no! So, good news, everybody.
Other than that, oh no, we need to keep them in suspense. Oh, your viewer count is working, by the way, now.
Yeah, I just saw. I was about to point that out. Like, I did my magical daddy cool touch. If I touch things,
the daddy cool touch,
dude.
No, stop it! I like it. Stop it.
Well, the good news I wanted to give everybody is that they only have to endure 6 more minutes of this total awkwardness. But I mean,
dude, there's got to be a build-up. There has to be a build-up.
Exactly. Okay, so
all the good things that come to play, there's a build-up for. And
a minute before we actually make the announcement, we're just gonna start like drumming on our desks, and then faster and faster, and then boom, big news.
Oh, you want to do the whole tribal thing,
yes, and then we get so.
I'm not making that sound. You can make that. I'm not making that sound. I'll leave that. How about this? I'll do the drums, and you can do the awkward sound.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, right, and then we'll make an a cappella band, and next year, in a month from like a year from now, we're gonna be rich because we're gonna be the next big thing.
Yeah, you'd think. I think we'd pay. No, do you know what? We'd be paid to not make music.
Yeah, like
please.
It's like
I'll pay you not to.
It doesn't work in English. Oh goodness, wait. There's like a. You're gonna go far away. You're gonna go far with your voice. The further away from me, the better. Like like that kind of thing.
If we pay you, would you stay on an island away from everyone and everything, where your voice could never be heard?
Yes, they would do that. And what people have told me before it's broken my heart. I've got a voice for newspaper and a face for radio. So yeah.
Don't worry, I'm in the same boat.
Oh yeah, brother.
Might as well start this club, man.
So
a couple of people we can recruit, actually.
Yes, I'm actually wanting to ask, what do you guys think is a big announcement going to be? Let's go onto any nudges. What, like, have you heard that trick? Like, if you ever want to find out what a girl wants to eat, just tell her, hey, I've got a surprise for you. We're gonna go eat somewhere. And if she says like, are we going, X location? Then you just say yes. Then you know exactly where to take your girl. So that's a pro tip I just gave everybody. So
you think that works? You think that works? You know what? I don't see that
dude.
Working, man. I don't see that working. I know there's a lot of there's quite a few female viewers here, but I will say this, and I know they're gonna object because they're women. A woman does not know what she wants.
Oh no, dude. But
no, straight up. No, listen, straight up. Have you ever asked your girl like, listen, babe, where do you want to go for dinner tonight?
Oh,
She'll be like, oh no, anywhere. And you'll be like, okay,
you
well,
decide.
let's go to The Godfather. She's like, no, I don't
No,
feel
no,
like
not that.
steak.
Oh my
Okay, let's go to
goodness.
Panarottis. Nah, I don't feel like pizza or pasta. Okay, let's go to KFC. Nah, I don't feel like. Okay, then where do you want to go? Anywhere's fine.
I've heard that too many times around. Like, and then eventually, okay, let's eat at home. Oh, fine. Fine. Okay, fine. Then you get that fine. Like, oh no.
You're sitting there, you're like, oh fuck, I'm done for.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. I'm glad that some people can relate.
I'm listening. I'm joking.
Yeah,
what does Vixen want to ask me?
Yeah, ask away, people. We're listening. My voicemail. Ah, she thinks you have a little sexy voice there. What are we doing?
I like the voicemail there.
What?
No, she's asking if I could do her voicemail, right?
Yeah.
How awkward can I do the voicemail?
Ooh, shit, yeah.
Well, let's make it like really one of those, like, you don't want the phone to go to voicemail, you just don't.
But, okay, let's be honest here. I don't know about you, but the second that phone stops ringing, like, you have reached... I don't go any further than that. Like, who does voicemail nowadays anyway?
Do you know what's going around? My cousin did it.
Yeah.
You know where they go, hello?
Oh, yeah, that fake thing,
hello?
yeah?
Hello? Oh, just by the way, it's voicemail. Oh, dude, no. I think I had that for a week. My Omen was trying to get hold of me one day. And he phones me up, and obviously I'm not answering my phone, so he goes to voicemail. Oh my hell. The voice note he left. it was no, dude. I took voicemail off completely, and I haven't put it back on since. It was no, dude. I feared for my life that day.
Yeah. Old people, man. My mom, like, I'll see I've got 7 like voicemail messages in my inbox, and I'm like, and I wonder, and then I call that 121, but it's changed recently, and I'm like, I wonder who it is. All 7 of them, my mom, and she tells me, why don't you listen to my voice notes? Like, who has time? Well, I mean, we do listen to voice notes on WhatsApp, but I mean, if you're gonna send a voice note after a call, why don't you just go to WhatsApp and send a voice note where it's more likely to be listened to?
Yeah, no, but you see, this is the thing. Do you know? I'll say this. My grandmother. On WhatsApp, it's a nightmare. She'll send everything she gets. She gets sent these these quotes and these
beautiful pictures. Like, it's a 200 by 200 resolution.
Bloody everything, mate. I mean, like, easy. I think we went through one day of 120 images from her.
Yeah.
I swear, I've blocked my grandmother on WhatsApp.
But you gotta love and appreciate it, man. All people in technology.
And then you get my old man that doesn't have WhatsApp. He refuses. Like, nah.
I will send a messenger, dove, young boy.
Like, you phone me, I phone you. That's what the phone's for. Other than that, nah.
No. So, hey, by the time we start talking now, the announcement's gonna be live. So I think we can start with our announcement. How are we gonna do this? I don't even. We had like a plan, but I mean, nothing ever goes to plan. So
This is just YOLO, dude. It's always YOLO. No, the plan was to actually do an introduction to me, and then we'd talk a bit and get the hype up, and then
we did that. We did that.
No, but we didn't really, did we?
I think we did. We'll let the stream decide. But anyway,
where's iRise? I want my 15 minutes of fame, dude. It's not 15 minutes yet, okay?
So, yeah, let's our big announcement. Let's go to the right screen. Yeah, there we go. Boom. I just changed now, but only see. Like, so anyway, we've been in contact with some people, and there's a company called ZAG, Zaga, which actually sounds a lot like that Facebook group, but it's a ZA Gaming Academy, and it's actually a group or a company who wants to actually take South African esports to the next level. And I think that's everybody's dream in this country. I don't know about you, but like, I think...
No, it definitely is. I mean, they've already gone about it.
Yeah, I know. They've gone overseas.
They've already gone overseas. They've already been to Asia and competed against players from Navi. I mean, all your big pro teams, these guys have played against. So they've already established this foundation of greatness.
Yeah, that we can just help build on. So, like, one of the things one of my quotes, but anyway, where I say is like, we don't have a Protea or a Springbok team for gaming in South, and I think we need something like that in South Africa, where you know, we can actually make ourselves known to the world through, like, because we have some of the best players in the world. I believe that thoroughly. I think we literally have all of our, like, if I can say, 60% of our gamers are 10% of the world's like best players. So I know that sounds arrogant, but like the level of skill we actually have here is quite good. I know it's not everywhere.
I'd say it's more than good. Honestly, I'd say it's more than good. I've seen 12-year-olds, I've seen 13-year-olds, I've seen a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
In CS:GO, go global.
Wreck your ass,
I mean,
right?
Come on, global. A 10-year-old, global.
Yeah.
What were you doing when you were 10? You were sure as hell not global.
No, dude, I don't even have a PC at that time.
Oh.
But we didn't actually really say what they did. So they're actually going to be sponsoring our Counter-Strike Go League. They're going to be sponsoring all of our servers. And in the future, maybe even more things. And we have some other sponsorships coming up in the line. But we don't have everything set up yet, but they have fully agreed to sponsor our CSGO department, and will branch to other games as well. But it's a really, really awesome opportunity to be in contact with this company and take help. Let us be the organization that actually takes South African gaming international. I'm really excited for that.
No, most definitely, dude. I mean, who can't get excited? Who does not want to go to overseas and compete at Worlds? Yeah. And anything, whether it be console or whatever the case may be. All gamers are in this because of the passion and the joy they have for what they do. Exactly. Now, if you've got the skill set and you're passionate enough and you work hard enough at it, why can't we get you to be one of those people to go overseas, or one of those teams to go to compete?
I want to be the COD Dendy, you know. That's like my dream, you know. But so I see people here in chat saying it's only for Counter-Strike. I know. I was a bit heartbroken by that as well, but the discussions are really, really big, and it's not going to stop at only Counter-Strike. But as everybody knows, Counter-Strike is one of the biggest first-person. It's the biggest first-person shooter in the world. So it just makes a logical sense to start there and to grow from there. But don't worry, we are not at all going to stop supporting our Call of Duty, because I know everybody here is people who have Call of Duty in their hearts and in their minds all the time. It's the game they grew up with. So don't worry, guys.
And I mean, everyone must also remember, once a door like this opens, there are so many more opportunities that will fall in place. So starting off with CSGO, I mean, as a sponsor like this for CSGO, there's obviously the reason being because CSGO is the biggest FPS competitive game out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've already got Black Ops 2 comps going here. Yes. And thanks to SML, we've got now the CS coming into play.
And we've got ZAG involved into that. Dota and who knows what else, but
exactly. So where one door opens, 1,000 opportunities lie.
Yes, like I think that's not the way it goes, but we're improvising it today to make it more inspirational.
We'll just can we just wing it like that?
Yeah, we make up our own thing. So
there we go.
It's another reason why this is such a huge announcement. This is actually our first official sponsor. So this means some people were saying that this is just something we're doing for fun. That is not the mindset that this was started with at all. This was started with the mindset of bringing back South African gaming, giving it back to you, the people. I should have said that in a more Bainy voice, but I don't know. I could do it. And
fail.
And the idea is just to. The fact is, we got our first sponsor, and it's a really, really awesome opportunity. Thank you very, very much to ZAG. I don't know exactly how they prefer their name being said. ZAG, Zaga, Zug. I don't know. How would you say that? The ZAG.
I'd say Zaga.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds cool. Zaga sounds cool.
It does, right?
It sounds like Zaga.
Zaga!
If you go Zaga, no, dude.
You can join the lobby. The lobby is up.
All right. Let's get it.
So this is really, really cool. I'm actually really excited, and this is the first step. Allow a famous, I'm just going to say Asian proverb is that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step, said by Lao Tzu. That's one of my life mottos. So this is the first step we're taking in making this a big deal. And I think it's the right direction. And thank you everybody for tuning in for the announcement. It's really, once you start just thinking about all of the positive aspects that come with it, the announcement gets bigger and bigger. And we're really, really excited to see where this takes us and where we go. So yeah.
There's no end. There's really, the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
Sky is the limit. So I'm
Is
quickly
it?
gonna.
No, wait, is it
No,
though?
well, I know, right? There's like stars. There's like literally
There's
the
like-
edge
there's
of the
black mass
universe.
that expands at an infinite rate.
Right? What does it expand into? Isn't that like the question of life? I mean, people are like, yeah, the universe is expanding into what? Like into nothingness.
Into more black mass.
into more.
Into
like,
more space.
I love thinking about stuff like that, man. Existence itself, yeah, man. So, just as the universe is always expanding, we also have to always be expanding. I just quickly need to message this guy, yeah?
We need to pause 2 seconds. We need to get the shout.
Yeah. I'm messaging this guy quickly. Oh, somebody's trying to chat to me in game. I do not. I wish I could mute all in lobby, but now people are awkwardly chatting in lobby.
They're trying to chat to you.
I know, but I mean, I put the VoIP very soft. I know the lobby's not showing yet. I just changed to the teams along. So our 2 teams tonight, we actually have to tell people what the teams are, right? We can't forget that. So our 2 teams are Nighthawks and Envy Esports. You guys saw Envy last week play a game. Unfortunately, Seether and Snacks aren't playing, even though you see them on screen. They are being replaced by... Get those names for you. I am very bad.
I was kicked from the party, eh?
Oh, that just hurts, dude.
I'm
just quickly go. Guys, Br0 Taco is streaming with me, so please just increase the player limit to 12 and make sure that codcasting is enabled. I can't hear you guys in lobby. My VoIP is very soft. Okay, so let's quickly see here. Alright. Oh, you sent it to me on WhatsApp. Oh, now I have to open WhatsApp. Hey! So just let me know that the players who will be replaced is Jube and Xfire. They're going to take the places of Snacks either. Just figure it out. Don't pay too much attention to those lobbies on the screen. It could change. And then on the side of Nighthawks, we have Moose, Kaneke, I believe that's how you say it, Blood Dragon, Mr. Schultz, and Milos. And I'm really excited for tonight's game. I think it's going to be another equal game. And I really think in for a good casting session. Now, if only they'd let you get back into the lobby. That would be nice, right?
Hopefully. No, I'm not back in. I'm definitely back in.
Oh yeah, okay.
They have it. There we go. They've set up shoutcasts. No.
Hey, what a G.
What
MVP? Ah, beautiful.
I must say, I'm extremely proud of myself right now. I have coffee before this all started.
Oh, I still have some coffee. If I take a really loud sip, I'm sorry, guys. My girlfriend keeps telling me I have the most. I eat horribly. Oh, the lobby just closed. What happened? Oh! My ears. What happened?
Took too long, man. Took way too long.
I think we got some sort of subscriber or something. Just yelled at me. Let's see. Rejoin on this guy.
I'm quite excited for tonight's match though, because I mean, from the previous match of Envy versus Invictus, wow, what a match that was!
That was intense.
What a match that was! And now we got Envy again, and I'm familiar with their playstyle. I'm familiar with now how they actually work together and how aggressive they are. But I'm very unfamiliar with Nighthawks, so I'm very curious to see a different playstyle.
Exactly. And one thing you can't forget, like, let's be honest, that fighting spirit they showed, for both teams last week. But
look, most definitely.
I love fighting spirit. Like,
I did not want that match to end, dude. I didn't want it to end.
It could go to 24-24.
It was going to continue going overtime.
But alas, it did not. All good things must come to an end. I'm trying to get back into lobby now. Did myself not disturb. Steep. Ahaha. Oh. For some odd reason, I think he's being potato now. I used like this stream. I'd have to just restart the game to get into lobby. No, there we are. We're in. You can join on me. Yep. Yeah, let's get ready for this match. As you can see, I've now added you to our stream overlay. Your name is at top as well. Sorry, it's... Sorry, your name is smaller, but your co-caster, man. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go.
What are you trying to say? Huh? Careful, careful, huh?
The smaller the font, the bigger the penis. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought we were keeping this PG.
That is a PG word. Okay, if you use
It
any
is?
of, yeah, like if you use the other variations of it that are a bit more wild and out there, that's when it gets un-PG. That's actually a scientific term, you see.
Yeah. Let's go
Yes.
Codcaster there, Mr. Daddy.
Yeah, it wasn't enabled yet until, like he said, it's like the second I could go Codcaster, he said, "Hey, you gotta go Codcaster." It's like there's people at a robot that are. We South Africans say robot, but what's it called in other countries mostly? It's called a.
What do you mean?
We're like
What do you mean?
the only
What do you
country
mean?
that traffic lights. There we go. We're like the only country that calls it robots. Like-
No, that is true, hey? That
Like
is definitely
literally,
true.
and we're also
Oh,
one of
and
the.
also highway is not actually like we're also one of the only that call
Yeah,
a
it's supposed to
highway
be a
It's
freeway
actually
or
a
something.
freeway,
Yeah, a
yes.
freeway. As well as we're the only country that have like industrial security electrical fences on homes. Like, oh, what's like literally? It's amazing. Like the only other countries that have electric fences, but only for businesses. Here we need it on our homes. Our criminals, they know their shit.
You know what? Back in my Guild Wars 2 days when I was still commanding for World.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys in the parties on the Zergs I was running with, obviously from overseas, and they couldn't believe I'm from South Africa. They kept thinking I was lying.
I think I'm in the wrong game. Am I in the wrong
What?
game? I think we're in the wrong game.
We're-
Oh, get out! We're
in the wrong
game. How did we get in the wrong game? Somebody just mentioned in stream, like, wait a second, these aren't the people.
Was that is that the right game? Are you sure that's not the right game?
I hope these other guys haven't started yet. Oh, this has been some major. No, here's the right team.
Are you sure? We got the right team now.
Here's Envy, and yeah, this is the right team.
Right.
Oops. Oh, hey guys, we're streaming your game. Please increase your limit to 12. Wow, I thought this stream was going awesome for once, dude. I was.
No, do you know what it is? We got way too sidetracked and talking the amount of crap we've been talking.
Oh wow. Okay. Guys, we're on the right team now. Don't worry, we're in the right game. This keeps it interesting, man. This keeps it interesting. Yes, I have. You can come join on me.
Says server is full.
Not that glitch, because maybe you tried to join. Just restart your game, maybe. Otherwise, I'll ask him to restart the lobby. Literally, as I start. Oh wow! Every time, dude. I don't. Okay. Anyway, point is, we're in the right game now, guys. Don't worry. This other game was the other team. Where are our casters, man? Sheesh. Meanwhile, and this other team is also like, hey, what? Where'd they go? Why are they just leaving us? I'm just quickly gonna clarify. Streaming your game.
No, you know what? No.
Now this is. Oh wow.
It happens. Let's say server's full, yeah.
Still okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, would you mind just recreating the lobby? Really sorry, but the other caster, it's saying server's full for him. Only way to fix that is if the lobby gets restarted. Wow, they're so fast and friendly, these guys. They're already, like, as I was saying that, they closed the lobby. Damn!
They're more organized than we are.
Yeah, clearly.
And that's right. Oh gosh. Shots fired. To ourselves. Let's leave that for the comments, you know. Let them roast us.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be roasting ourselves.
Yeah, okay. Nothing happened. We didn't make any mistakes. The right
We
game.
didn't?
Oh, what are you talking about, man?
I'm here to remind you that we did.
Hey, kindly fuck off, man.
Oh, shit.
Now we just need to wait for that lobby to be up again. And now I feel so bad. The other team was like, yeah, we're getting our game streamed. And they're like,
like, oh, sorry. And we just left without telling them. Wrong game. Oh, I feel so bad.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just waiting to get that beautiful. I'm gonna join on the right. There we go. Okay, see if you can join me.
Yeah, there we go. Joining. There. Ooh.
Are you in? Nice.
Ooh.
Thank you, guys. You the real MVPs. Just enable Codcaster for us, please. Yeah, cool. That's been sorted. Okay. Actually, I need the map pools. If I can organize that. Do I have? I've got Moonberg on me friends. Sorry about that one, guys.
Okay, you can swap over to Codcaster.
Can I? Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
Mom.
yeah.
We'll be finding out the maps. It looks like raid might be first map. Wow, these guys are ready. They were probably just waiting for us.
They were. They must have.
We're such arseholes, eh?
We made them wait like 15 minutes, mate.
Ah, darn. Okay, now first map slums. We've seen slums a lot, hey?
We have,
slums...
and it's slums.
Yeah.
Slums is like, it's a very intense map.
It is
because you can't play too passive, and you can't play you can't stop playing too aggressive actually. But if you play too passively, I don't know, it hasn't worked so far.
I remember when I first started playing Black Ops 2 like 3 years ago. Like I hated slums. Like I loved raid and standoff. Those two, like slums, because like you said, people just have the power to overwhelm you like crazy. But yeah, the match is starting. We're in the right game, guys. And
are we?
Yes.
Are you sure?
don't make me doubt myself, man. Okay,
can you imagine the actual match to make sure?
Don't even go there, man. So I'm just gonna run through the players. We have Blood Dragon for Nighthawks on assault rifle. We have Schultz on assault rifle. SMG Kaneki, Milo's SMG, and then Moose would be their sniper. Our Moonbear, he's running a shotgun on the side of Envy. JKM sniper, Seether, SMG I believe. Expire will be assault rifle, and Blickies will be the other SMG. Okay, teams are up and running. Let's go check out the attack scope first round. I'm gonna be getting a nade. Well, actually a car explosion kill.
You think? I think they're a bit cautious this round. We had one fail nade, but I guess just getting back into the groove of the game, huh?
Yeah. No, you can't predict that. Ooh, our Moon trying to get a nice little KSG shot. So this KSG is such an awesome gun. I love this thing. It's like a close range sniper death machine thingy. It's so beautiful actually. I'm expecting a lot from Blick. Gonna keep going down. He was playing well that other game. He doesn't hear the guy close behind him. Yes, he did, and just didn't. It's a 3v2. There's a player that was bad. Seems he might be going. Doesn't spot him through the glass. He gets like a bit of damage. Falls back at first.
They've got to push and do something.
2v2. They've got 18 seconds left. Got JK on the sniper here holding the and he gets
he went down. Did get the tag before he went down.
I feel this is going to be a fun match to cast. This first round was already like well balanced. It actually players and everything.
I'm quite obsessed with like the really I'm gonna say even out or equal teams.
Yeah.
Where it is so tight that you don't know what to expect from either team anymore because it becomes too much.
What I love the most about things like that is you can see them pulling out different strats to like mix it up. Like they'll really try something completely unexpected that the opponent won't expect either. Because I think when you're at the high level, you've grown so accustomed to certain things happening in certain ways. At the same time, you know that you have to shake it up radically in order to actually get those rounds.
Yeah. We're sitting with a 4-man stack B side.
See. Now they do lose a lot of players there in quick succession. 44 seconds left. Oh, now
Blacky's last alive now. I've seen Blacky's really perform.
Where are they? They're on B. They're gonna try and he hears them go onto B. Can't see them though. But, oh, he spots one. He takes a lot of damage. He does manage to. Oh, but he just gets.
But it's not over yet.
What's funny is there was a sniper that peeked him, but he was killed by SMG. So it's like I thought he was scoped to oblivion. Oh, that's a nice little emblem this moose guy's got there. Look at that. It's like a thinking, conniving moose. That's actually beautiful.
Like an evil but nice looking moose, you know.
Neutralize the objectives.
So I'm gonna check Kaneki this round. They were really passive on taking that side, probably waiting out the equipment. Trying to punish any Russians first.
Yeah.
Execute after a minute.
Oh, Kaneki picking up a nade kill on Blackies though. Really nice.
It seems like they're planning to go B again. We have the sniper. The sniper seems to be just checking onto A for anybody that's trying to push out of that A building or even just peek this long angle. He's ready to take that guy out. He hears somebody shooting to his right. Just gonna keep on his little angle. Make sure they can't rotate him.
I think it's quite safe to say that at the moment, I think everyone's still trying to gather their ground and try and get a feel for each other in this match.
Exactly.
Because you can see people want to push, but then they don't want to push, and then they're conservative, but they're not conservative. I think once they become a lot more comfortable, we'll see a lot more coming from this. Kaneki picking up two really beautiful kills.
Yeah, he snuck in beautifully there. He held his patience. He actually saw, I think, our moon here twice, but he didn't shoot. That's some beautiful trigger discipline. He kills it fast and manages to pick him up before he even gets done. Beautifully.
And I mean that's a 3 kill strike for him. You got the nade kill in the beginning, and then you picked up those 2 in the mid.
Beautiful. So that's the thing, eh? Like trigger discipline is I think a thing that lots of even like your high tier players struggle with, where you see somebody, you just shoot. Like sometimes it's difficult. Ooh, Miller's getting taken down by JKM 5v3. You just see somebody who just want to shoot, but sometimes you just need to wait out and make sure they didn't see you, and then you can actually play with that information so much more rather than giving away your position.
Not just that, but I mean, you take a risky chance shooting without knowing if you would get that kill or not.
Exactly, yeah.
You give away position. You give away a lot that you don't want to if you're not trigger disciplined.
So it's 2-2 now after the first 4 rounds. So I think we're in for another one of those nail-biting games already. So excited.
Oh, I do not mind. I do not mind.
I'm just gonna say, Takumoto last week I think made that M24 a new meta gun. Yo, he was using that gun like a man. We see 2 players here on I think are using that gun where previously nobody would even have that class with that gun equipped. So awesome to see how.
Oh, Schultz picking up a double nade kill.
I wish I could follow that nade.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Schultz here checking that angle to A-long. Playing from very far behind. Moose getting a pick onto our moon. We're just gonna claim Armin because I know that's actually Armin. Moose getting another sniper kill. What's Moose doing? Where is he doing all this damage? He's got an SMG. So he's playing this A-long. That's where he likes to play, it seems. Beautiful little weapon switch. Nice little angle, not exposing himself. Ooh! Ooh! He just shot straight over their sniper's head. Gets the position.
Get ready for the next round.
Gets the kill.
That was a beautiful nade. That was a beautiful nade.
Where was it? Do you have any idea where it went?
It went basically. Did you see? I don't know the calls on this map, mate.
Was it an A side or B side?
It was A side.
So it's like they had the toilet. I think it's called toilet because it's literally a toilet just chilling like in that little area. So
yeah, yeah.
He threw a grenade into the toilet and got 2 kills. I'm specking Kaneki here. Where is he throwing it? He's throwing it quite deep. Actually see them getting into really nice positions. Ooh, Blood Dragon also getting. Oh,
good job, agents.
Ithorx just
ready for the next round.
disintegrated the Envy side. Wow.
That was a bit crazy, and I mean, Blood Dragon with that double nade kill as well.
And he spots him just
what is going on? What am I seeing?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. What am I seeing? Beautiful.
That's what you're seeing. You're seeing murder. What our moon does. See, he's using a scar like a normal person.
Like a normal person?
You're gonna quite deep. It's already quite deep here onto A. Hopefully, maybe he's gonna try and get like the
Oh, ow.
An aggressive push. Using the bomb that deep is not a good idea. Kaneki getting 2 kills.
Look, it can work and it can fail, and unfortunately it just did not work.
I don't know. I stand firmly by your SMGs need to clear out of sight and your assaults need to make it easy for them. So your assaults hang like in the medium range. If your SMG does engage, the assaults should be helping take those gunfights, but the SMG should be on the side doing the damage, getting the information. And your bomb should not be in front, because the second you lose that bomb, the other team can just rotate onto the bomb and just basically defend your bomb, which is like.
Look, it's most definitely true. But I've seen some assault some assault players play with that rifle in a way that you would
we're
think they're
talking
playing
about
with
Takimoto here again. That guy with that gun was an exception to the rule. He was that outlier that statistics always bothers you with. It was really something amazing to see.
Oh, okay, Moose picking up a nice kill on Blickies there on Graveyard. Almost gets the second. Does get the second. Very nice follow-up.
We have a 1v3 situation now. Armin versus 3. Let's see the map.
others
They're
are
all
dead,
over
it's
mid.
up to you.
He's just waiting for somebody to push and make a mistake. I don't think they're going to. They're just gonna hold their angles. Oh! And Moose
Lost that round, but it's
is
not
making
over yet.
him...
Get ready for
I
the
don't know.
next
I'm
one.
thinking we need to think of a good pun for Moose by the end of the stream. Otherwise, we failed.
Not good. Moose done. Moose cooked to Moose. How's that for a bug? Oh, that was so bad.
Switching operation ready.
So bad.
That was atrocious.
Search and
But
destroy.
that's-
But I
Listen,
mean,
you know what?
the worse the fun, the better the fun. It's like kind of a how it works. So don't worry. I think it was a good one in the end.
Now going back, you're talking about that other rifle that
M24.
yes, the M24. Is that rifle not the fire rate on that not quicker than the others?
It is, and it has very
It's got
little
a higher-
recoil, but
Yeah.
its damage is quite lower. So it takes like its time to kill is actually slower, but I think it's it also handles better than some of the other assault rifles. So it's a bit of a catch-22, like giving up speed and damage for that speed that some people prefer.
Kaneki's busy. He's already on A site. A site is clear.
I think it's a okay. No, it's a
2v1.
2v1.
We're all that remains. Finish the
He made
mission.
it all the way to A. I didn't think he'd get a kill there, so
So
he gets another hit
he got the
marker.
tag.
Oh, now it's oh, you got oh.
Oh,
We
so
lost that
unlucky.
round.
Where was the
Refocus and
pistol?
step
Should have
up.
taken that pistol out.
Yeah, this pistol, this TAC 40 is something incredible.
And he did get the tag on JKM. He got
Doesn't
the tag.
look like
when,
it,
he got that,
though.
when he got the first kill out of the two, he did tag JKM.
Yeah,
to
he
that
got those 1 or 2 hit markers, but
Yeah.
I think he did
Search
very
and
little
destroy.
damage. But yeah, the situation
Neutralize the
does
objectives.
require that you pull out your pistol and go finish that band
Charges
off.
acquired.
So this is toilet, by the way, where Kaneki is going. You see the little toilet
Yeah,
there?
no,
Boom.
it was back towards where the truck is. You know where
Ah,
often where the
yes,
sniper
yes.
sits at the back there? to
Just
look
think that's
at you?
A long as a whole. We're teaching the map names as we learn them ourselves.
Yeah, we're teaching that like we learned it ourselves.
I don't know if you just saw, but Schultz actually went out of his... Oh, you just ran past an enemy, Schultz! Oh, and he kills him!
Oh, Milo's
Good
just
job, agents.
pushed right
Get ready for
through.
the next round.
Oh.
Rushed in, gets one pick and picks up that second kill on Blickies.
Oh. So, the Envy player pushed up very deep and Schultz just ran straight past him. But what Schultz actually did there, he actually destroyed
Search and destroy.
this red van with his
Eliminate
gun,
the
just shooting it
objectives.
down to make sure that later
acquired.
it can't destroy them. It's actually,
Yeah.
it's actually awesome to see. Like I said, people are doing some interesting things. They bring out new strats. Now this area is safe from... You see that grenade? It just exploded there almost
Oh,
ridiculously.
Moose?
He does manage to get a car kill anyway. I guess you can't destroy all the cars on the map. Do not peek that. The sniper will almost always be peeking there.
Oh. Moose been giving that pick on both sides.
He's flashed, but he got a kill. The screen is white. Why am I spectating him?
Lost that round, but it's not over yet.
I'm
Ready for
do
the
you know
next
what?
one.
I'm like I don't know. I don't know.
No, but Night Dogs would a really great performance here. 8-2, 8-3,
Search
8-3
and
ahead.
destroy.
A3 ahead on
Eliminate
slums
the
and
objectives.
from
Charges acquired.
for an attacking side, you can mess up so quickly and so easily as well.
Yeah,
Because I mean, there's 3 choke points. Cover those 3 choke points well enough, and then there's just no getting through. And they're getting through almost all the time.
exactly. Awesome to see. Like, oh, you said Envy actually last week they were playing a really tight game. So,
They were. I mean, they won on slums, 13-9.
well, I think this just proves how like certain playstyle can completely counter another playstyle.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Almost definitely.
Oh, our Moon just saying no to that attack.
You're all that
I'm very
remains.
surprised they
Finish
didn't,
the
one
they
before.
didn't see Connect come through, because he ran past that window. No one saw him up until he jumped through.
Oh, this is awkward. Oh, you got picked. Oh, there he has. No, he was the sniper.
Expire. Step up.
Oh, he had a 6th sense there telling him, oh, don't forget that trick.
Oh,
We lost that
Blicky.
round. Refocus and step up.
I've got extremely high hopes for Blickies here. I've seen him perform.
Are you a fangirling a bit last week?
No.
against
Hold on.
Blicky?
You gotta understand why though. You gotta understand why though. Like, okay, by all means,
Switching
like he's
sides.
not the only player that I was honestly
Search and destroy.
so shocked and surprised
Protect
by.
the objectives.
But I've seen him play at his best in a one match, and then that same match I saw him play at his worst, and then come back as his best again. He has got so much potential, and he picked himself up so quickly.
I'd like to see that happen. Then he's got 5 more rounds to make those plays. He does have the top score for his team at the moment. I think actually Xi has been having connection issues. He only has 2 deaths, so maybe they've been playing with 1 player down. I didn't even notice that. But it's 8-4 now, so Envy did take 1 round. And here we see. Let's take the map. They're planning on a B execute, but at the moment, they're actually leaving this A side quite open. There's every round there's a player pushing.
3 kills. Can I say? 3 kills.
3 kill on JKM. He's making work for his team. Blicky's finishing all the
Get ready
shots.
for the next round.
Now JKM I did not see in the previous game.
Was he playing last week?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's another thing I'm quite excited for. As we get more serious and everything with these sponsors coming in, we're going to have more players actually coming here with a dedication to play, not just doing it because, hey, it's my game.
Yeah.
And that means that there's going to be more consistent player teams, which leads to just more synergy overall. Because synergy is actually such a big part. My team, we're only 6, and like we're almost always 4. And we switch it out in such a way that that 6 is basically our primary 5. We got some good synergy, and it's something that I think some of these teams are lacking, because they've got 8 players and they switch them out every round, every game. It's like almost never the same 5 players.
It's not consistent enough. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So as we get bigger and everybody starts enjoying this more and seeing how big it gets. Ooh, he's shooting his own teammate. I think we're gonna just see the overall quality of the game just get exponentially better. I can't wait.
I think, yeah, look, but a lot of teams suffer from that. I mean, you got players that have personal life issues or obligations and duties, so sometimes they can't always be online. And I mean, when the subs pop in, they might have the same thing. So I guess synergy, yes, synergy is extremely like difficult to really get down to par. And I mean, you want as much game time with each player that is a part of your team as possible, because the more game time you have as a complete team, the more understanding of that team you have.
Exactly.
Our Moon is just crazy with that shotgun, sitting and just peeking with that shotgun. With the shotgun, he's just getting those picks in.
As I switch to spectate him, he gets netted in the face. I mean, this is life, man. It's a 2v3. Is anybody rushing? We've got 1 player still all the way on A. Ooh, it's a 1v3 now. We can leave that player on A, but we can almost rotate and start catching.
Oh,
We lost that round, but it's
XI
not over yet.
unfortunately just,
Step up.
he seems to be having a bit of a bad game. Hopefully he gets back into his groove. He's played extremely well when he was against Invictus. He did play very well.
X has also been one of my long-time friends and teammates. So XI lives in a little place called Winterton. It's a very small town. They only have 1 robot, but let me tell you something interesting, right? This town has 1 robot, but that 1 robot is the fanciest robot you could physically possibly get. It's a one with like, it arches over the road. It has like the indicator signal and everything. Even though it's only like a 1-lane street, they were like, guys, we're gonna have 1 robot in this town, and it's gonna be the best robot that we can get. But
if we're gonna have just 1, it might as well be the best. Right?
Exactly. So yeah, he is struggling a bit. Like I said, I might have connection issues. Let me just quickly see if I can see the scoreboard here. You see, he only has 4 deaths, so that tells me unless he's just been camping out rounds and not dying at all like a real noob. You can
definitely see he's struggling. He jumped from graveyard into mid now, and on his camera angle, you can see he's getting stuck. He must be having.
There we go. He's definitely having something. That was an interesting kill cam. The kill cam just showed that. That's really unfortunate. It's always frustrating when something like this happens. But like I said, he is from a little town, so there's only like only 10 internet lines in that whole town, and if you have any issues, I mean, people don't go out to you, so you've always had issues with these things. So it's 11-5 now in favor of Nighthawks.
Hoping to see Envy become a little bit more comfortable. But we saw this. Look, we saw this with Invictus and Envy.
Exactly.
We saw Invictus on that first map. They were getting into the rhythm. They were getting into their pace. They were, you know, finding their comfort zones and figuring the enemy team out. They lost the first map on slums, but come the second map, once they had their footing, once they found their grounds, they won that second map. Third map, do you know what? Third map was just. I don't even know. Third map is just crazy, dude.
Yeah, that third map was when they figured each other out, and then they just started playing against each other properly.
Yeah. X-Fire getting a nice kill and connect.
So now it's a 2v2, and they have 28 seconds to plant. You should actually start playing the time when you hear this.
All others are dead.
Now it's in a really awkward position. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, Blickies does not manage to secure that kill. So it seems Blickies has gone over to assault rifle now. He was playing SMG last week. Right?
Yeah, he was playing SMG. Maybe the same thing happened with X-Fire. That first map, X-Fire was playing assault. He wasn't really feeling it.
Clear the objective.
He moved over to SMG for that second map, and the performance
was
insane.
Yeah, like, I think sometimes you shouldn't be just stuck to one role. You should be able to change it out if you're not feeling comfortable in a certain position on certain maps, maybe. And
it's also dependable on the team you're playing against.
Exactly.
Maybe how you push and how you play and a certain role doesn't work well against the team that you're playing against. So maybe swapping that role, you get the upper hand.
Exactly, and you also, once people, like, I know when you're in a game, you say things like, this guy plays here, or Kaneki spotting 3 players, damages them all, but doesn't kill one. He managed to kill one and he's getting down. Sorry, as I was saying. Once you start pulling out, this guy plays here, this guy plays there. If you switch up your roles, your enemy team can actually be caught off guard by that. Like, oh no, he's not where I'm expecting to be. He's not using a gun I expect him to be using. And each player is playing each position and gun in his own way. So it's also a way to keep the enemy on their toes.
No, most definitely. A change of pace in the match, a change of play style from a different individual in a different role, it can upset a match completely. You can go from 10-0 to 13-10 to the opposition in a matter of minutes.
Seconds.
You want to go seconds?
Yeah.
I'm going to say minutes.
Neki has pushed aggressively into graveyard. Bear killing Milos. They are not giving up. It's beautiful to see.
I'm a little upset to see that Envy aren't watching their corners. They're leaving choke points open for the Nighthawks to just push through freely. There's no one watching graveyard. Everyone's watching B, and one person watching A. You got no one watching that mid chokehold. And
I think the reason for that is like they just assume other team just assume somebody will holding there. It's like a bit of a mind game. Like they think we're gonna be holding there, but we're not, you know. But I do agree they are leaving up some of those spots.
They're gonna push through, you know. I want to see better. I want to see better. Come on, hold angles, hold those angles. There's 3 choke points. It's the slums. Anything's possible. Just hold those choke points.
Now they're playing it really safe. Nobody overextending. They're playing for that first pick. I think the first pick is such a big factor in deciding what's going to happen for the rest of the round. If you don't get that pick, like by the time 40 seconds are left, you start panicking. So Blickers has been taken down. So they're going to start executing onto B soon, probably now. There we see them pushing it through. Kaneki through onto B. Not one of it. Takes him down, gets taken down as well.
Charges acquired.
2v2. They have the advantage. They are going to be planting now. One person pushing from their spawn. Actually going to get sandwiched soon. You see this getting flashed. Boost taking out JKM. Now it's a 1v2. Takes one down there. Oh, but it's XI with the lag. He does get the kill! Oh, he picks up the gun instead of defusing. I mean, I've lost a round like that. Like, where there's 7.7 seconds left and you pick up the gun. Oh. I'm glad there was enough time
Good
for him to
job.
still get the
ready
bomb
for
in
the
there.
next round.
Well, look. Envy's they're not out of this match just yet. Eh?
Not by a long
It's
shot.
12. It's 12-8. It can still be drawn, which means we would definitely have to play 2 matches.
So I think
Switching
Envy's
sides.
going to be on defense now. No, actually they're on attack.
Search and
So
destroy.
overall, attacking I
Protect the
think is more difficult in Call of Duty. Purely because how easy it is to hold an angle and to hold a corner. And
I
you
mean,
have
that's
to
what
push
I
into
was
people.
referring to with those chokeholds.
Oh, but we,
Chokehold was
JKM doing a lot of damage in mid on 2 people on the statue, almost catching them off guard. Lots of nades coming in. Exa gets taken out. Our Moon also gets a nade clip. He's Exa getting another nade clip. Another person calling. We have Nighthawks. I think it's a 2v2 now.
Envy on the attack is doing actually really well this round.
Get to the Armoon Bear. He takes a lot of damage from mid. He's probably gonna get finished off now from the other player. No, actually, it's only one left. The scoop, Moose.
Oh, and
Oh!
down. X5 gets that kill.
But did you
Beautiful,
see that
beautiful,
little
beautiful kill.
quick scope from Moose though?
No, I'm sorry, I was watching X5.
You're gonna see X5 take some damage. I saw it from his perspective. He got an insane quick scope. As you
No,
can see,
that
he
was
still
good.
had his pistol out there.
That was
He
cool
switched
out
to
there,
his
yeah.
sniper and got a quick scope.
Search and
He didn't
destroy.
get the kill though. That was
Protect the
beautiful.
objectives.
Let's move over to Moose a bit. I want to see his scoping style, where he positions
He's
himself.
playing this A long, I believe, mostly, as well as watching that graveyard you hate so much, but primarily focusing on A, that they don't push into A. But you can see he's actually not. He's doing graveyard now.
Our Moon picking up a nice nade though.
He misses the play on A, but he does call it for his team at least. So now they know that some player is pushing to blue. Nice little angle of who's got here. What they're trying to spam here. Ooh. Spot one takes him
picks up
down.
one kill. There is still one
Luckies
player
did
in
not
blue.
see that coming, let me tell you that. And now
There
it's
is
a
one player still in
2v4.
blue.
You've got Envy now going to be stressing Moose quick.
graveyard.
Xi does get the kill, but he does get taken down. GG.
39. What a
Hey,
wow.
yeah.
39. What is up with this score, guys? Come on. Invictus versus Envy. First
Also on
match
slums,
for
right?
Envy was, yes,
Ah.
39 to Envy
What are the
though.
odds? That was a beautiful game. I really enjoyed casting that. Well played to both teams. Congratulations for first map going to Nighthawks. Really well played. And second map, as I said, I think I got the maps. It's Raid is second map, and if they go to third map, it's going to be Cargo. Now, I haven't casted Cargo yet. I'm actually hoping it's going to third map.
I'm really also hoping so.
That was a beautiful game to watch.
I must say, I'm extremely impressed from the Nighthawks. Like I've not seen them play up until this match, and
that was a
wow,
great
hey,
performance.
wow,
So,
what a performance!
I think
Actually,
Exa is just quickly going to try and fix his internet connections. So we have intermission now. I don't know if there's anything else we can discuss. I actually want to do a post interview today. Or do you want to actually do a mid interview? The intermission. Actually, I should be going to the intermission screen. Haha! But please remind me to go to the live scene when the time comes.
Okay, go to the intermission screen. Okay.
I've already done that. I should.
All right. Don't go to the live screen just yet. Okay.
That was a really fun game to score. So, yeah, actually, let's talk about how the teams did this. So, as you said, I think it was Envy. They were leaving some spots open, which could have been reason. Yeah, I'm listening.
Over and over and over again, you see slums become this chaotic map because I mean, if you play too passive, you get shoved and you lose. If you play too aggressive, you get picked off and you lose.
Because
But
there's
I
so
think
many
the
angles
most-
that you can't check.
Yeah. But I mean, the most important thing about slums is that teams forget there are only 3 choke points. There's only 3 ways into any site. All right. You've got your blue building, you've got graveyard, and then you've got what?
That other thing, your
the
B-link
stairway.
thingamabob. Yeah.
Now, if you hold those 3 angles so that no one pushes through, you're forcing the opposition to play at a slower pace. Now, they have to play at a slower pace or to get a pick so they can focus their attention to where they got that pick. Or if they don't get that pick, they're going to have to rush in blindly.
Yeah. You could actually see that at some stage the players were really just holding back for so long at the B site, waiting for somebody to push, because like you said, you force him to play slow by holding those choke points, so they're almost forced to overwhelm one choke point. So it's a good place to nade if you know a team is constantly going somewhere, but I also feel these teams were kind of throwing the grenades away quite early.
Yeah. I mean, if they had hold their look, especially come on defense side.
Yeah.
If you're getting shoved and you're losing your defensive rounds, instead of throwing your nades so early and maybe getting one pick or potentially for a pick, but not always getting it, rather save it for when you get shoved onto a site.
Yeah, when you know they're executing.
You play passively. You retreat back to a position where you can now start attacking again, and you can use those nades to your advantage. Because I mean, if you rush onto B site, there's 3 of you sitting there holding angles. I can't defend it. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna say, right, screw this. Throw a nade in. If you're planting, you're done for.
Exactly. And like, you can't get away from a grenade in this game. They're quite potent. So I think what a lot of teams need to start doing is you put 1 or 2, maybe 3, because there's 3 choke points here, players on really aggressive positions, but preferably only 2, and let them use their grenades at the start. The rest of you play as support players for those players. So if they get taken down, you trade that kill, and you keep your nade for once somebody gets taken down, you nade that area where that kill came from. You're almost guaranteed to get a follow-up, because even if that player is pushed past, the teammates behind him are going to be coming, especially, as you said, as well, on defense. On attack, though, it's a bit more tricky. I think, like I said, SMGs need to be on the front line. They need to run up forward, throw those grenades out. Assault rifles have the responsibility to actually smoke out choke points. I didn't see a lot of smokes that game being utilized.
I did see quite a few.
But were they in the right places, though? I feel the smokes were a bit sporadic. Like, just, I have a smoke, I'm just gonna put it there so it's there.
No, look, they did smoke the right areas, but I think their timing was just completely off. Because what we saw a lot from Nighthawks was, in the beginning of the round, they held back quite a bit.
Yeah.
And they waited for those nades to fall. They took out all those vehicles, and they played passively for easy the first 20 to 30 seconds of the round, right? Exactly. Now, all the smokes went up while they're waiting for nades to come through, while they're destroying the vehicles, so if the nade does come through, it doesn't kill more than 1 player, right?
Yeah.
And all the smokes were thrown down. Whereas had they waited for Nighthawks to maybe start pushing up a bit, waited just a couple more seconds, then chucked those smokes down, Nighthawks would have been forced to wait for the smokes even longer now.
Yeah.
Because you don't just want to rush through a smoke blindly. You don't know who's waiting on the other side. You're not getting a pick. You're not going to take that chance. You're going to wait for the smoke to clear up. By the time the smoke is cleared up, your ticker is going down, and it's going down, and you're running out of time. So now you've got to force yourself to make a quick play. And that quick plays, they work, but not all the time. Once you
start losing your position, you really put yourself into a compromised state. So yeah, I think some things teams can take away, as you just said. Beautiful explanation there. Thank you very much. I actually just want to get back to our sponsor real quick, something I forgot to mention. So I think within this next week, you guys are going to be able to start registering for the Counter-Strike tournament, get your teams up and running. We don't have a set start date yet. That date will be announced, but I think, don't take my word on it, but we're going to try and have the registrations and everything up and running so that when the league starts, we have enough teams. So obviously you want the registration period before the games start. So be on the lookout for that, guys. Once again, I just want to say thank you one more time to Zaga for actually approaching us. They're sponsoring all of our CSGO servers. We're going to have our own CSGO servers. Yo, I'm going to enjoy I'm going to enjoy having that.
And just another note on that. We did not approach Zaga.
Yeah, it was like
all right. Zaga approached us.
Yeah.
So for that to have happened, you've got, it's amazing. I mean, there's no I want to use words, but I can't use those words because we're trying to keep
child friendly,
right? But it's truly amazing. What's happening here is nothing short of amazing.
Yeah.
The amount of potential, the amount of possibilities are endless. But I think what everyone also now needs to understand is this is also inclusive of the community as a whole.
Yeah, we all need
The
to
only way
together.
that now this will go even further and will not stop going further is if the community as a whole steps in and says, right, let's get together, let's start pulling more people in, let's get this on the go.
Yeah.
Let's show some support. Let's spread the word. I mean, what's a message out to the rest of the world? Say, hey guys, you guys need to check this out. It doesn't cost you anything. You're spreading the word and you're helping the community. And the more you get people involved in this, the bigger it grows, the more companies that take interest and I mean, who's to say it'll ever stop?
Yeah, we've already discussed how it expands into the universe and everything. But to quote one of my all-time favorite movies and lyricals, it's we're all in this together, everyone. I don't know, I had to hype myself on that.
I thought we agreed. Listen, we're definitely moving to a fucking island, okay?
But no, I'm really looking forward to the community engagement as well. That's another awesome aspect. So, on to Raid now. Let's discuss Raid before this game even starts.
Raid.
Raid is one of my favorite maps, eh? Oh, I love this map so much. Specifically spamming down middle blindly, because it's the most satisfying thing.
Everyone loves that, though.
What?
Everyone loves it, though. Everyone loves spamming down mid blindly because you can always get a flipping kill.
Almost always. And when you do, you're like, yeah! Every time.
Say, while you're spamming down mid blindly, right, and that nade comes in through the roof, and you're not paying attention, you're kissing your ass goodbye.
No, but the worst is that tree is evil in mid, right? That thing decides it has like a 50-50 chance of letting grenades fly straight through or just fall straight to the ground. And I don't know, I can't count how many times I've died from a teammate's grenade. He tried to throw straight over mid and I'm trying to rush mid, and then his grenade just falls straight on my face. So that tree, I don't know.
You know, the tree all loves you and hates you. Okay, never go against the tree. Pay respect to the tree.
Yeah, every time you go, you should actually just quickly go and kneel at the tree. Just look at it for a second and continue with the round.
Show it some love.
Be blessed.
You know, give it a hug, bless it, thank it, and beg it not to kill you. You know.
What I love about Raid is all the long ranges it has. I think it's a really, really well balanced map in the sense of like you said, there's so many choke points on Slum. This map has choke points, but the way you can play those choke points are so much more diverse, and I love long ranges. I'm primarily actually an assault rifle player, so I like hanging in the back and catching off people who are pushing into. So no, this map just plays beautifully.
Look, most definitely true. I mean, you've got very good spots for your snipers, right? You've got decent distance as well as angle for all your assaults. But what was also really nice about this map is the amount of cover
it has
for
the
SMG rushes.
Right.
So
small cover you can just jump between.
You're not out in the open as an SMG, so you're not restricted to what you can actually do on this map. You get some maps where you got the range, you got the sizable map, but for SMG sometimes you're quick and you rush, but there's open spots you can get picked off so easily.
Yeah.
With Raid, it is so well balanced. You've got the range for the snipers, you've got it for the assault rifles as well, but you've also got the angles. And the amount of angles, I mean, come on, there are so many. And for the SMGs, I mean, you're not restricted from actually playing that role.
Exactly.
You can still get behind cover. You can still rush. You can still come on, and nade spots. Come on,
there's so
just
many
go to nades.
But like talking about all those angles, like what's once again beautiful of this, every single angle also has like a counter angle, which I really appreciate. Like, if you know somebody's sitting somewhere, there's like a spot you can go, or two spots that you can actually counter that player, which some maps actually don't really give you that. Like Slums, for example, sometimes you're forced to push through a chokehold and just swing your mouse left and right, and if you see somebody, just shoot. Whereas on a map like this, you can really tactically move into areas and plan ahead with all the counter angles that there are. I'm expecting some good plays here. I personally, actually, I think we've played this map where we just run 3 assault rifles, 1 SMG, and a scope, because, like we said, like the SMG can do so much, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see how these teams play.
Right, we're getting map 2 on the go. First map went to Nighthawks 39. That score,
yes.
That score is just
gonna haunt us, man.
I don't know.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? So I'm gonna start us off here on Moose. No, wait, actually, the defense usually gets that spam through that wall. So let's go and check out. I believe it's. Oh, Blickies is scoping this time. Huh.
What's he scoping?
Yeah, let's see how
I've not
this
seen
goes.
him on scope at
He's
all.
using the DSR. I prefer the DSR purely because it like tends to kill people. He's not trying the spam. No, Blicky. Yeah, there we go. He tried it. He didn't get it. Actually, nobody went mid.
not
People
trying
are afraid
to
of
spam.
mid.
I think he heard you. I think you heard you say he's not trying to spam.
So we have Milos here pushing deeply. They're actually really deep onto B already here, the team of Night.
Oh,
Blicky's getting
Blicky's
beautiful
picking
kill.
up.
But the bomb is going down. The bomb is down.
It's shoved
They've
right
got
up.
40 seconds to defuse.
Alright, Lucky's picks up that second one. Bombs on B.
Lucy's quite far away from the side. He's gonna get there now, though. It's a 2v2 now. Blood Dragon. Ooh, Blood Dragon gets
Blood Dragon.
another kill. Now it's our Moon who has to defuse and get 2 picks. Look at that little pre-fire attempt there. You maybe heard the player to his left now. He's got a smoke he could still use. He uses it, but I don't know if he's gonna have the time to play with the smoke as he would want to.
Oh,
Moon
so unlucky not
crashes
hearing him
middle
coming up from the
deeply.
left. I didn't hear him either though.
I didn't. I think he was aiming. Yeah. Oh no, he was crouching
He
all the
came
way.
up from the left.
Oh, that's one of those moments like, if only I stuck it, man. If only I stuck it. You can never make that call, can you? Oh, you see, I told you to
Search and
tell me to
destroy.
go to the live game when we started, but don't
Go
worry.
to the live game! Go to the live
Okay, we're on the live
game!
game
On
now.
the live game,
No, but
actually.
it's only like partially, so
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
I didn't miss out
At
completely.
least no one missed
Double
anything.
nil kill from JKM.
JKM. Oh gosh.
A really aggressive push there.
Kaneki
from
almost.
NV.
See the getting the kill on JKM.
Oh, see there another kill. See there is aggressive. Like you said, like each
I love that. I
roll.
love that about an SMG. If
Yeah.
you can be that aggressive and actually make it work for you, that to me is just beautiful.
But it's not over yet.
This is also, like you said, the SMGs on this map, they have that ability to just rush a position, even though there are angles, like, I don't know.
You can easily.
I'm fangirling
stop an
on this
SMG.
map, I really
Look,
am.
you can easily stop an SMG, but at the same time you
Search and
can't.
destroy.
I know
Yeah.
that's so contradicting to
Destroy the
say,
objective.
but it is true.
It is, So we have one person here in chat saying mid control is the most important part of this map. I do partially agree, because mid is like a link to everything in this map. But it's such a risky position to hold, and once you start losing players there, you can actually, what you could really do in this map is just focus on one half of the map and make sure they don't get through mid. It's
I just want
actually
to throw this out there. See the push through mid again. Picking
Yeah.
up another kill again. Like he is on fire.
do
Okay,
need to
finally
start
gets pulled
focusing.
down by Blood Dragon.
So it's now 2v2. Moose getting a beautiful little kill there with his pistol.
Oh,
X-Fire getting
X-Fire
killed onto
with
Blood
that
Dragon.
spam
You're all
though.
the-
Now it's a
Finish
2v1. Moose
the
last
mission.
alive. Bomb is far away, but he's got the sniper, so sniper can kill him. Oh, he missed the
Oh.
shot.
All right, now he's given his position away, and again, hence that shooting without
lost that
thinking,
round, but it's not
the
over
trigger
yet. Get
discipline.
ready for the next
There's a prime example.
I know,
He
right?
shot hoping to get that pick, and he could have. Most probably he could have. He is skilled enough to most probably have gotten the kill, but it didn't work for him. He gave his position away, and he stayed there.
But
Now,
at
if
the
he
same
had
time-
rotated, I don't know. Hey, that maybe could have played out differently if he rotated.
Yeah, there where he gave his position away, but X-Fire immediately repeating to go get that kill. That's actually a bad play from Envy's side, because... Okay, are you getting connection interrupted?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I
that
am.
might be going wrong here. But re-peeking a sniper, like in any game... Oh, they lost connection. Re-peeking a sniper, that gun is so powerful, you can be on 1 HP, but if you peek him and he gets a shot off on you, it's over. So once you know someone is positioned like that, with a sniper especially, but it's much safer to start playing the close angles, the cautious angles, to make sure he doesn't get the time, or that you actually catch him off guard. Re-peeking a sniper could have actually gone really bad for him, so...
Look, most definitely true. Most definitely true. But it's also like, as a sniper, like, you're 1v2.
Yeah.
Your position's now just been given away. You staying where you are to get that re-peak, all right, and possibly, hopefully, get that kill. It's such a bad idea because you don't know where that second player is.
Exactly.
You don't know if he's going to come from your left. You don't know if he's going to come from your right. You don't know if he's standing 2 feet behind you. You don't know where he is. The moment you give your position away, you rotate. If you miss a shot, you need to move. If you don't move, you're going to screw yourself in the end.
Yeah, because at the same time, if you rotate fast enough, I don't know how many times it's happened to you, but you will, if you see somebody shooting on the map and you're like, I'm going to hold this angle, you hold the angle for about 7 seconds, if I'd say something like that. If that guy immediately rotates, he can actually catch you off guard while you're still trying to hold that angle. So a really fast rotation. Oh, my ears! I don't know what. Getting a really fast rotation is actually can be such a good way to catch your opponent off guard. So, but with regards to the trigger discipline, there, I don't know if snipers should have trigger discipline. They have. If you're using an assault rifle, there you need the trigger discipline because you're not going to kill a guy with one shot. But with the sniper, if he gets that kill, he has that kill. So, and he actually missed it with like a slight flick. So
Look,
it's such a catch-22, right?
It is. But I look. I can agree with you, but then I'm also going to disagree because if I don't disagree, I wouldn't be me. I'm going to say as much as this. I think snipers do need a certain level of trigger discipline.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I mean, there are, for example, if you're basically almost around the corner and I'm scoping down and I say, okay, I'm going to risk it and I'm going to take this chance. And I just fire off a shot, knowing that there's easier 70% chance I'm going to miss, but there's a 30% chance I'm going to hit you. No.
Yeah. It's just like,
I'm giving too much away.
Yeah. So, well, I think my reason I actually have so much faith in the sniper just taking a shot, I've got Nazda in my team, and that guy with the sniper is something else, eh? Dude. But, actually, on the stream, you want to check this out, can we choose?
I'm trying to join. I got invited to the match. I'm trying to join. It's not working.
You can join on me. What that notification was it? Where's my ears? Come on. Come on, baby.
I'm gonna have to restart my game quickly.
Look, so what was the score there at the when the game crashed? Was it 2-2?
And me neither. I was too interested in those rushes from Seether, man. I mean, he had Blickies is like scoping down mid, distracting with that shot or two, and no one really wants to peek it because now you know scope's there.
Exactly.
So it's good cover for that SMG to make that push through.
So I think what Night Hawks needs to then do is throw a shallow grenade. Some people are really afraid to use shallow grenades. They feel like they have to throw a grenade into the enemy spawn. Sometimes if you throw a grenade right here, that Rasher is on so much speed, he's just like, I'm gonna get these guys, and then he actually just runs straight into you. So they could actually start and use that, which if they get a kill once with that, they actually force Seether to play slowly. It's actually such a big thing as well that we've done in our teams is, if you do one thing to counter a player once, that player will always be afraid of doing it again. So sometimes you just need to go out of your way to make sure that somebody who's doing something like that gets shut down, so that he can't just keep on abusing it, because he'll always be more cautious after that, which would make him possibly not play that at all, or play it in such a way that you can now actually counter it. He doesn't play it as confidently.
Yeah. You wanna force the person that's actually getting through those areas and actually making you so vulnerable and getting those picks. You want to shut them down at least once or twice just to make them rethink what they're doing, because the moment you start second doubting what you're doing is the moment you stop becoming so dangerous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, just quickly ask the score. I actually the score. This is definitely an B execute from NV. So we still have Flicky's going. He gets Marshall with a DSR, but he did shoot him in his knee.
Now Salt's pushing right up onto B site, which is quite ballsy. I mean, there are defense.
Let's check out what he's doing.
Now Milo's got picked by stairs. Oh,
Shot's getting killed on X1.
Very nice.
That's a magically it's a 1v4. When did this happen?
Oh no,
beautiful little scope there by Blickies.
But Blickies is now being rushed from behind. Oh,
here, from there, from everywhere.
But it's not over yet.
So let's talk about clutching, hey? Clutching is in Call of Duty especially a really difficult thing, especially like a 1v3. But at the same time, it's easy because you actually regen your health. So what Viper always says is, no, actually Goose one of my long-term friends as well. You should, when you're clutching 1v3, you should not make it a 1v3. You should make it 3 1v1s. But at the same time, if you are the team playing against somebody that's left alive, like 3v1, you should make sure he doesn't get the opportunity to make it 1v1. You need to buddy up with your team and make sure. I don't know if you just saw, but JKM had a beautiful rush straight through mid. He's already in that spawn. He gets 2 players from behind. He didn't even call it. He gets a 3rd player almost. Is he gonna get it? He has a reload. He gets a 3rd kill. JKM just did massive work for. He rushed straight through mid into kitchen, through into this.
He's playing extremely well there. I mean, previously as well, he did extremely well, and he got some really beautiful picks.
JKM on 3 kills after one. Oh, he got all 3 of those kills in this round. Oh. And he's actually still alive. So could he get the 4th? Are they gonna give him the 4th K? Somebody's close, lying on the floor. I didn't see him, and he gets 4 kills. 4 kills that round for JKM. So they, as you said, that mid, like nobody's watching it from the team of HS this round. That's just a dangerous move.
But that's, you see, this is the whole thing. Like, you've got to hold your choke points. You know whether on this map once again. Okay, the choke points aren't as closed off as slums, but you've still got 3. You've still got 3. You've got the bedroom on A side. You've got mid, and then I mean you've got what's the right side where that white band is? That's another choke point. You've got 3. You've got 3 choke points. See, they're getting 2 kills mid. I mean, oh gosh, and he was being
pushing through. Sorry, there's like a lot going on, so I might just like call what I see as you call what you see as well. But yeah, JKM actually he got a kill on A, and then he pushed straight to bank and got the kill on the sniper. And getting a 3rd kill this round again. 3 kills already.
It was Kaneki that got those 2
Kaneki was doing good damage.
Let's see that.
2v2. So now it's a 1v2 in favor of Envy.
Now we've seen our Moon play shotgun, and wow, can he play with a shotgun? But I've seen his assault rifle is quite potent as well, I must say.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna say I don't know if the KSG should be classified as a shotgun. That thing is a gun of its own. That's such an awesome gun, and in the right hands, it's probably one of the strongest guns in the game because it's a one-shot kill from like I think 15 meters, 90% of the time. And that's such like not giving somebody the chance to even react. Is what makes a gun really powerful, like a sniper especially.
Yeah.
This thing has that close range potential that a sniper doesn't have. So,
I want to see what Ziel is gonna do.
Okay,
because I mean he's been making some really ballsy pushes and it's been working out for him.
Somebody hasn't found his kill yet. He's actually playing it quite passively. He's flashing out grenading positions. This truck is close and he knows it. He knows it can. He's getting a kill. Either doing a lot of damage or another player pushes him.
Schultz pushed up.
Now it's a 1v2. Lefty's getting a kill on the guy in the next round.
Now what is the score? It's 3-1 currently to NV. What was the score before the...
I don't think they replied to me, but I'm just gonna say it was 2-2 because I felt it was really close. So that would make it a 5-4 at the moment.
Search and destroy. Defend the objectives.
Hey, we've got an international viewer, Mr. Drone Sigrid. Welcome, good sir. I don't know what you're saying, but ich gebe the headshot mit meinem DSR ein Quickscope. I probably butchered that completely, but welcome. I just read it as I saw it. Okay, Envy getting 3 really quick kills. JKM getting. Wait, I could have sworn Envy already got 3 kills in JKM. Okay, anyway.
Oh wow, okay, that round went quickly. I was just checking on the comments, yeah, and I look back to the screen and it's boom, done.
I know Ich is I. Geba, I think, is dead.
Search and destroy.
Okay, stop trying.
Protect the objectives.
I've got a friend who speaks German, okay?
We've got viewers that can translate first.
Oh, JKM getting a brilliant kill. JKM is going fast. JKM on 11 kills already. Going for the middle push
spamming and actually picks up the kill spamming, so it worked out well for him.
Schultz actually checking the hard flank because he knows JKM is enjoying that.
Blickies is really not having a good game at the moment.
Let's check what he's doing.
He's missing shots that he doesn't really miss.
This is a sniper area, just remember that, eh? So it can be so much different ball game than other guns. Like you have one shot and then you either have to hide that out of there or risk repeaking. But
Check your timeline.
it's a bit of a catch-22. So it's a 1v1 now. We've got Blood Dragon versus
Charges
Armoon.
acquired.
Blood Dragon running away, but Armoon doesn't see him running away at least. He's actually going to go all the way for the A plant. I'm suspecting that Armoon is also thinking, this guy is not going to be B. I should start going A. We're going to just watch the minimap for this play. So we have Armoon going now through mid. Going to be on the stairs now. He's going to hear the plant going down. Is he going to catch him off guard in time? Blood Dragon actually playing a close angle. Spots him, and now it's in there.
Oh, and does get the kill on that dragon. Very well played.
And he finishes him off with a bit of pistol whipping just to
Let's just make sure that you're not getting up to stop me from defusing.
Yeah.
You know?
Zombieland always said you have to double tap, man. You make sure guys do. So, with regards to Blood Dragon's play there, he left himself in a good angle, but a very exposed angle. And also, there's that trigger discipline that we've talked about. The second he gave his position away there,
yeah. Look, he had a good angle, he had a good corner that he was watching. I mean, it covers you from behind, and you've got a good angle forward for the stairs, coming from mid, and also from bedroom side. But giving...
he's just wrecking Cedar in the face.
And missed Kaneki by like... I don't know hair. He missed his
pubic hair.
By like...
It's a 3v3.
Kaneki's just crazy with this SMG.
He's scored. Kaneki is running 5 kills this round, but he had a lot before that intermission, before the crash. So it's Kaneki 1v2. Well, now it's a 1v1. JKM versus Kaneki. So far this match, JKM has been my MVP. Yep, there we go.
Good job, squad. You're right.
JKM
there we go. No, look, most definitely. JKM has like, look, previous map, he was kind of up top and then not, and then up top and then not, but he brought some really good plays. But I think he's honestly come out and he's shining.
I just want to point out another interesting fact. Hello, Mr. Saber HD. He found this channel or this video purely through YouTube algorithms, I believe. He's actually confused as to what this is. I hope he's still here. This is actually a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 competitive match from South Africa. We South Africans love our Call of Duty, and we're trying to keep it alive as much as we can, on PC especially. That's what this is. Thank you for tuning in. Bring your friends along for the next stream. And let's get back to actually casting the game now. So Blick is getting a beautiful kill.
Milo's peeking a bit too much out there. I mean, he could have gone closer to the wall that was more towards on moon side.
Yeah.
And he would have been covered off, but his whole body was shifted out into mid.
Here we see this M24 again. Look at this thing. Just destroy. It has no recoil, hey.
No
but
recoil,
it took 5 or 6
the fire
shots.
rate on that is insane.
Operation ready point.
I think, look, mistakes here, I'd say positioning.
Eliminate the objectives.
Positioning.
Yeah. Positioning is such a location.
Straight up.
Okay, man, putting the grenade in mid. Actually forced to push through B now because of the grenade. But nobody on B is really deep already. I feel NHS is actually being forced to play back, but they're playing that overly passive game.
A grenade kill. I saw that. That was beautiful.
I wish I saw it as well. Now it's a 3v2.
X-Fire and Steve is still alive. See the planting the bomb. X-Fire getting attacked.
They're very far away.
That's too much range for that SMG.
FC, they're just holding this. This is building called again. Called LIVESTREAM.
X-Fire not aiming down sights. That hurt him so bad. Had he aimed down sights, he would have had that.
So now we just need Cedar to start playing the time, but it gets taken down.
Unfortunate. Could have had him. Stopped aiming down sights. What is this?
Bomb offline. We lost that round, but it's not over yet. Get ready for the next one.
So, what's your take on once the bomb has been planted? What should be your priority?
Defense, obviously. First, defense. You want an angle where you're not going to be rushed from behind, but you also don't want to be out of sight from where the bomb is, or you don't want to be too far away so you can't hear the defuse, or you can't hear anyone approaching it. Understand?
Yeah, agreed. And I think another thing that people need to focus on is, like we've talked about choke points a lot. If you have a bomb down, you've dramatically decreased the amount of choke points that you actually have to worry about. So, just if you've got that bomb down, get your team to recuperate, get all the angles and ready for the trade kills. We actually see a really aggressive play.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I guess discipline, sometimes you want to go for that kill, don't you? I think everybody, once that bomb is done, like, I gotta go kill the rest of the enemy team.
But the one thing everyone forgets though is once you've got that bomb down, you're not on the attack anymore. You're on the defense.
Yeah, you're now
and
a
that
defender.
person that you want to kill so badly, that person's got to come to you.
And with very little time as well, so he's gonna be forced to make rush decisions. So
exactly. So you will still get your kill.
Check your
I just want to see,
timeline.
where's the bomb? Okay, our moon actually has the bomb, so he doesn't have to worry about recovering the bomb at least. They're actually more focused on B on the side of NHS. Ooh, our moon getting a beautiful kill. Yo. He gets a beautiful smoke down into mid. The team's going to rotate, but he has that smoke for some cover. Let's see how they're going to try and retake this.
Now, talking about timing and smokings, that was a perfect time to throw that.
Exactly. It was a bit deep, maybe. He could have thrown it a bit more shallow. Ooh, he gets one kill. I don't think he took any damage even. Now Kaneki's going to be forced to rush him. Oh, but now he's going putting himself into the open. But he gets a kill. Very well played there by Armin. 8-2 in favor of NV this time. So obviously Raid is NV's map.
Oh yeah, this is a really, really good game. I'm actually quite surprised because I would think Slums was NV's map. Well, map. I mean, Invictus lost against Envy on Slums,
yeah,
but beat Envy on Raid.
This is like the whole swapperoo.
It's a complete swap around, which is it's so entertaining. It's so beautiful to see.
It is. So we actually have NHS focusing mainly on defending A at the moment. It allows Envy to push quite aggressively onto B.
Our moon is just.
Ooh, Kaneki getting a double beautiful double kill. Oh, okay.
Done.
That round was looking like it was going into Envy's direction, and then Kaneki was just like, you know what? No, I want this round. I'm just gonna kill you all. And thank you. Beautiful play there by Kaneki.
No, and Kaneki has he's been playing extremely well this entire match. He honestly has.
Let's see. Which players haven't we been given a lot of attention?
Let's have a look at Schultz.
Schultz, okay. Let's go to Mr. Schultz. We shouldn't not give some people love. Everybody deserves equal fame and glory. Yeah. See, they're getting a kill onto Milo's all the way on A side. We have Schultz here still on B. What's the player here in mid? Oh, he does a bit of a premature foul. He gets a kill at least.
He gets a kill, but it could have ended so badly for him though.
It really could. In this case though, he was in such an open position. Not shooting wouldn't not have happened.
Exai is back.
Exai is back. Yeah, he's actually sniping now.
Yeah, Exai is back.
Switching sides.
This is a really intense game. I know the scores aren't close, but every round is close. That makes it really, really fun. Like, but at the same time, I know if you've played some Counter-Strike and stuff, and you're playing your heart out, and like every round is so close, but you lose so many rounds, it's actually really demoralizing. So I think what Envy needs
you gotta keep your composure. You gotta keep your team excited. You gotta make sure that they don't get demotivated and they don't feel as though everything they try is just not working. You want to make sure that everyone on your team understands that, hey, listen, we've made a mistake, let's learn from it. We can improve. We've still got this. Encourage. That is the most important part.
Oh, see, they're doing some skills.
Oh!
But he gets double whammy. Lucky's had a good round that round. I think he got 3 kills and he actually helped do a great deal of damage to another player. Lucky's, I think, picking up his game this round. And he's back on the SMG.
Yeah, he's back on SMG, which is...
so SMG seems to be where he should be. We have Armin on 70 kills, Kaneki on 70 kills as well. So overall the team scores are quite balanced. Like, not necessarily in the sense of like all the players have the same amount of kills, but there's not one team with only one carry. Each team has one carry, if I can say it like that. Which is, I don't know about you, but if I see the carry on the other team, I'm always like, hey, just kill this guy, find out what he's doing, shut him down, and then take the round from there. Because a player like that, he provides so much morale to a team. So.
Oh, not just that, but I mean, he becomes extremely confident and very comfortable with his playstyle, and that makes it even more dangerous. So you want to stop that person's momentum. You want to break that momentum as quick and as soon as you can, in order for that person to not be as dangerous as we've seen.
I don't know if we're making this like if we're digging a very deep hole for ourselves, giving away all of these trade secrets to players. Eventually, you lucky bastard. No, but I really feel that helps broaden the skill gap and or like what am I saying? Broaden. Well, broaden as well, but actually make the skill gap higher or the skill cap. That's the word I'm looking for. The skill cap higher, which just makes for better games overall. So yeah, I think we should keep giving our little insight. What do you think?
No, most definitely. Look, you got to help the community, dude.
Yeah.
You can't be the best team in South Africa and not help other teams get to where you are or where you were. You know?
Yeah.
You want a bigger competitive scene, and the only way you're gonna get that is by helping those that are still learning to develop the skills that you learned how to do ages ago.
My coach, if I can say it like that, was a guy called Rocker. The very first time I went to the grand finals for Call of Duty, we just made it. We were the 16th team who made it in, and that's because one team had to resign. So we were lucky to make it there, and we rocked up there running all our graphics on high, just running default mouse settings, default. We just played the game as it was. We just played it. I think some people got heart attacks when they saw that. So this Rocker guy actually came up to us and was like, "Hey guys, can I just show you guys a few things?" And this is now at the grand final LAN. This guy's.
So can I stop you there? Blicky's busy baiting out. Now we say you need to trigger discipline. He was baiting out the last player, baiting out the last player, and it worked. Now, in cases like that, if you're gonna bait out, or you know that by firing off like that, you're going to pull attention. Then
that's actually game, by the way. Remember the first two rounds.
It is, yes.
Third map, here we come. No, that's true. Like, not shooting is sometimes all you need to do.
Search and destroy. Protect the objectives.
Mind games, man. Mind games.
Now, just a heads up. We said 2-2 before we had to restart again. So this ended 6-13. Previous map was 13-9.
Yeah.
Alright, so if this third map ends in a tie, then NV do take it.
There's no ties in this league, eh?
No, what I'm saying is, if the third map does end as a draw, NV would take it because they won more rounds in a map than Nighthawks. I'm really hoping to see a really intense match come up now.
Are we looking for another double overtime?
There's not going to be overtime. If they draw on the third map, NV takes the win.
When was this rule implemented?
No, I'm assuming that's how it works because.
Oh no, we play once you've reached 12-12, you play first 1 to 5 wins and repeat and repeat. No.
Is there no previous map rounds taken in? No, because what I'm saying is, if your team, my team play against each other, first map you win 13-6, and second map I win 13-2. All right, then I've beat you by more rounds in a map. All right. So that third map, if we draw, I should take the win because then I've beaten you by more rounds either way.
I feel that's such a lame way. Then you don't get these tense double overtimes.
I know, but I just thought that's a logical way for it to be. I don't know.
Oh, thank goodness it's not like that. We want all non-stop action. We want adrenaline all the way. So
I want coffee you're making.
Oh, I actually have some coffee that I haven't finished. Probably ice cold.
Oh,
it's still coffee.
I must say, do you know what? I used to be a person that hates cold coffee. But when you're sitting in like a raid on Guild Wars 2, you're fucking it's so intense into it. You forget about your nice hot cup of coffee and your coffee's cold. You're now too busy to go make a fresh cup of coffee. So you gotta drink your cold coffee. I can't stand hot coffee anymore.
I've never been able. I've got a sensitive tongue. This is my money maker. You see the tongue. So I don't like hot coffee, but I don't actually really enjoy cold coffee. Like even frozen coffees, you know, those you can like buy in a can. I really enjoy that. I feel like the caffeine has a bit more
hate in the comments here.
What's
We have some
happening?
hate in the comments. We got a guy from overseas busy roasting South African gamers for going back to the good old Black Ops 2. The reason why Black Ops 2 is still being streamed and why we have another competition for it, because Black Ops 2 is one of the most stable and I think more.
Hey, it's one of the games that can be run on almost any PC. That's why.
No, but not just that, but it was also one of the most stable Call of Duties. All right, but let's be real. Like, it is one of the most stable.
God, for Advanced Warfare because you have those servers.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is like Advanced Warfare. I mean, come on, no, dude, really. Oh gosh,
I really liked Advanced Warfare.
No,
I'm not gonna. I really liked it, but only boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. That game was actually really, really fun, eh?
Okay, yeah, but without the whole jetpacks stuff like that, yes, I get that.
Yes.
But we're having fun in Black Ops 2 because Black Ops 2, it's the good old Black Ops.
It's an iconic Call of Duty, I think. I think
Exactly.
it was the last game. It was actually the game before Ghost, and Ghost is the game where stuff started really going downhill. So I'd say I really enjoy Call of Duty Black Ops 2, but I think my all-time favorite Call of Duty, I think COD 4 will always be there.
Before the round starts? We're playing. Okay, they've chosen cargo as the third map.
Yes. Hey, we've
I
never
have
spec'd
not
it.
seen a decent cargo.
I've not seen a cargo at all, so I'm actually quite excited for this. Let's see what the teams are doing. Let's actually focus on this game. Let's make this last game action-packed all the way.
Alright, I would love to have a look at the SMG rushes. I'm busy checking X5 at the moment. X5 sitting in center map.
Yeah, he does have quite an aggressive position. Billy's getting a kill in mid. No, that's actually...
Yeah, B side.
We're probably going to be a bit slow on our casting here. Ooh, X5
X5,
and he climbs at the wrong... Oh, what?
Yeah, it just... Trigger discipline though.
Yeah, 3v3.
Once again. 3v3, and this is a very defense sort of orientated map. This is defense strong map.
Yeah, because there's so many like angles and nudges and crikey. So it's a 1v2. He's gonna go to A, but not plant it. He's giving the enemy team time to rotate. Oh, and someone is gonna be peering in from above any second now. Actually, here's the plant.
Oh,
And then he gets some damage off. He gets away. Oh, see, they're missing a lot of his shots. He's getting rushed from both sides.
oh, just so
Gets taken
unlucky though. So unlucky though. We talk about trigger discipline. There's a prime example.
Not
I
shooting
think that was
you.
more of a panic play than anything else from both.
You have succeeded. Get ready for the next round.
Welcome to any new viewers. Let's try and be friends, yeah?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's be friends.
Another secret I don't like saying out loud too much, but I also actually enjoyed Ghost. But only once. The problem with Ghost was it was so badly optimized for PC especially.
Oh,
I really enjoyed it. The guns felt beautiful. Like the guns are really
that
well
is not so
balanced.
cool anymore.
Oh, in my heart, my soul.
Who's getting a kill on XI with a nade? Hoping to see a lot more of those.
And Nicky is playing a nice little defensive position here between the link B, getting anybody rushing through mid to A. But, who am I speaking now? I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. Let's go check our mid. He's got the bombs. He needs to get the bomb down. Looks like he's going to go B. But they're focusing a lot of their attention onto mid on the attack side.
No, but if you can break through mid, you can branch off either bomb
Yeah.
site, and you can open up and clear up quite easily.
I think this map is a map that it doesn't have a lot of checkpoints.
Oh,
Although the checkpoints are quite big. Shot's getting almost a beautiful triple kill
Time
though.
is almost up.
So now it's a 1v2. 1v1. We've got Blood Dragon versus Seether. Ooh, and Seether, the M24.
But it's not over yet.
Doing the work.
Stop them.
I'm really hoping to see a lot more nade kills though, because nade kills on this map aren't going to be too easy, but they're also not going to be too difficult. It's going to all come down to timing, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Neutralize the objective.
There are common spots on this map, I think. But I think this map, you keep your nades or quite late once you know the enemy's positions. Instead of just spamming random arrows, because it's a really wide map. Like there's very few narrow places people have to go through. They'll actually execute. A dragon taking out Ziel. I know it's
What's up? What's up, Miss Bayonet? Good evening. Good evening. Alright, so Millie's getting the kill on Moon. Oh, Moon! Oh, wow! How's that for luck?
That's a barrel exploding. No, it's a barrel. It's a barrel.
No, but was that a flashbang next to that barrel?
I don't know. I don't actually see it. Wish I did. And that's all of them down. Nighthawks can now defuse. So 2-1 now in favor of Nighthawks. Map is. I haven't played it enough to actually know what to do. Moose doing nice.
Like, say, let's go for a swim, man. It's getting hot in here.
You can only swim from Black Ops 3, Moose. This is the old COD. The people didn't know how to swim back in the day, okay?
Now, see, I think this map is a very SMG orientated map. We should see the SMGs perform a lot harder than the assaults. But then we see Schultz with 5-1.
I don't know if this is SMG map, man. It's again one of those open maps where Miller's getting a beautiful 3-piece there, pulling out his pistol for the last kill. I sadly didn't catch that. That's already a 5v2 in favor of Nighthawks. This map, again, it has so many open angles, but it has those close corners for SMGs. I agree.
Look, it does have the openness, but with the amount of close-off angles and you know your compact spaces, this to me is straight up SMG map all the way.
Excited now, last alive with the sniper. Ooh, he doesn't spot the guy alive.
Round, but it's not over yet. Get ready.
So 3-1 to Nighthawks. I'm sitting with my feet up on my chair. I am like against my knees. I am like almost in my computer screen.
Do you have any popcorn with you at least? I wish I could eat popcorn, but that would just ruin everybody's day. So loud.
Why ask me if I have any then? Like, you can't make me want some now and then not be able to
maybe
eat
you're on push to talk. I don't know how your life goes. Maybe there's like somebody. Okay, dude. Let's be serious here. We can make an invention. Silent popcorn. We'll be millionaires,
oh,
dude.
yes, let's go, boy.
Okay, guys, we've called it here. We patented it. Don't steal our idea. Silent popcorn is going to be the next big thing. I mean, in a movie, if somebody eats loud popcorn, I just want to... My eye twitches, man.
Your eye twitches? I throw fucking shit from the nose of the seat. It's like, shut up!
I'm trying to enjoy the sex scene, if you don't mind. Yeah, that's a 1v3. Kaneki has to kill 3 people.
Now, Kaneki just watched someone walk straight past him to the left. There's one person on top of him as well.
Was that trigger discipline, or did he just not see him?
No, he did not see him.
He did not see him, I agree.
He
still
did
has
not
smoke to use. Ooh,
and again, now you know someone's above you. I saw that person above. I don't know if you did.
I didn't see him, nah. I'm going to be honest with you. I was too thinking about silent popcorn, so yeah.
Or naked scenes. You mentioned naked scenes. It wasn't silent popcorn, mate. You were thinking about the naked scenes.
Shh. It's a 2-3, yeah. Okay, so maybe this map is a more defense-oriented map?
No, definitely is, because you don't have much of a distance to run, firstly.
Yeah.
You're very close to the site, and there are some amazing angles.
Fail nade from Schultz, almost killing his own teammate.
Two pushed up extremely far into mid, which I'm surprised to see from the defense. I'm waiting to see what Connect does here.
Schultz getting one of them down at least. They're actually playing a really aggressive mid, but nobody on B really. Ooh, X-Side taking down Blood Dragon, playing this.
Kaneki jumping down and getting taken out by X-Fire. This mid control is brilliant if you're SMG or Assault.
Yeah. So we have a 2v3 now in favor of in a box. Well, they've just made it a 2v2, and now it's a 1v2. They turned this around beautifully. Lost alive with a scope at the.
We lost that round, but it's not over yet.
These are those tight angles.
Schultz holding that particular building in a really good way.
Yeah.
I mean, He's getting a lot of picks inside there. He's defending it extremely well, and he's able to help the mid rush. He's able to stop that and slow that completely down.
That building has so many places somebody can be in. It's actually it's a good place to play your defense from. I think they should try and avoid going into that building. You can see they're getting a beautiful nade onto deep A.
I see Blicky's on assault now.
Oh, he's changing it up again.
We've seen him change a lot with regards to his weapon, especially the past 2 maps.
Oh,
He's
the
gone
first
from
map especially.
SMG to scope to SMG, and then now assault, and
got some beautiful shooting there by C there. Didn't even touch the ground. It was dead before it hit the ground.
Defend the objective.
I'm gonna spec a bit of C though. I want to see if he's pushing up.
I'm on C there already.
Yeah, he's definitely pushing up. He's pushing super far up, huh?
But they are going to go for the V-plant. Schultz is actually not in that building this round. Boost getting kill onto Blickies. Don't know where that kill was. Kaneki getting a kill onto X-Fire. Now 5v3 in favor of Nighthawks. Top player gets one down.
See, they're getting 1 down.
Spotting another. Taking another one down. Ooh, he's surviving. Oh, but he gets
so
taken
close,
out.
so close, so close. Very nice play though from Cedar side.
X-Side spots one, doesn't shoot. He gets the second one. That was beautiful. That's a sniper discipline you talked about. Like,
ready for the next one.
I think he actually spotted the second player and decided to rather go for that because he gets it, but unfortunately, it does finish him.
Yeah. I would have gone more close. Go for the person that's an immediate threat to you.
Switching operation.
He was
The
already
guy
behind
at a
the wall,
distance, yeah, but see, the guy at a distance, you can still, you can still
yeah,
get.
play around, move your position.
But the guy that's really up in your face, you want that guy out as soon as possible. You don't want to waste your time with that.
Both teams playing passive this round, except one player really deep onto A on the attack side. Probably X5.
So X5 is just waiting for those rushes. You see the defense actually pushing really far up.
Not this round. Playing really passive. I must say, these teams are, every round they're actually doing something different. Can't really spot patterns, which is awesome to see, guys. Really, like I said, it keeps the enemy team on their toes. They are currently...
You see a definite... made out when you should not have it out.
You're doing some good work there.
Map awareness. What's your take on map awareness?
Oh, dude, that's...
I'm not so sure.
I wish I was skilled so I could always have one eye on the minimap. That's my take on map awareness, dude.
But I mean, can you see much of the map actually being used in this game? Because I'm not so sure I can say I do.
How do you mean?
X5 sitting top side of A side, right?
Yeah.
There's 3, you can see clear as day, 3 red dots on the map. Very close proximity. Takes out a nade to cook it while standing on the edge. Why?
Yeah, that is some bad.
Why?
Ready for the next round.
That's just unfortunate timing. Maybe you already planned to pull out that grenade before.
No, he pulled it out after everyone started shooting.
Then there's no excuse. He deserved to die. That's honest. No, but map awareness is a really big factor that people take for granted. You really need to. I think on average I check any map at least once every 3 seconds. You have to know, and what you can do is you can kind of calculate where the enemy team is by seeing where your team is.
Not just that, but you can also see what angles they're rotating towards, or what they're trying to set up to do by the amount of action on the minimap.
We have C, they're playing really aggressive with his assault rifle, that M24 here.
Is he back on the assault rifle? Was he not on this?
He's playing the assault SMG M24 thingy, you know. Kylo's getting a kill on him.
Brilliant timed splash right there. Now, I don't know if that was from the attacker side or the defense side. But...
Oh, he gets a grenade straight into Cedar's face. I think that flash was from the attack side to get them onto side. I hope so.
That bomb was planted. And then when Kaneki, he was trying to peek and a flash, like the moment his head barely peeked out, flash landed. I wish I knew who that flash came from there.
Look at this little... Hello!
Very nicely cooked as well, eh?
Yeah,
very nicely cooked
beautiful
as well.
timing.
Search and destroy. Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
Okay.
Blood Dragon. Let's see where Blood Dragon's going.
He's defending this A alongside, just playing a safe angle to get the info. I think his objective is to... I don't think it's to kill necessarily, it's just to get the info fall back and then get him to rotate over. Nice little angle.
Why move off of A though? Now
I think they're hearing... Yeah, there's a lot of people on B. I think his team called that there's at least 3 B. And then just... Oh, Moose getting 2 kills there already. That's a 1v5.
What we do often in CS is we would send 4 players to the site we're not planting at.
Oh yeah, that's a big strat. But the problem with that is the second that guy dies and loses that bomb, the game just turns so fast.
Oh no, look, if you push hard
little
enough
knife
onto
there
the
by our
site,
moon. Oh,
if you push hard enough onto that site with those 4 players, it honestly looks like you're planting there. Like why would you be sending 4 players?
Look at Neki getting a nice little loop nade somewhere. Let's see what this nade does. Oh, look at this. La 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 la. Oh. So, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I'm that asshole who stays on the site until I see the bomb.
Yeah.
So if you're a lurker and you see me in the enemy team, don't think about doing that, because I will stay on that site. Like people will be like, dude, they're all here rotate, and I'm like, bitch, have you seen bomb? Have you?
No, but you see, it also comes down to like your team's pressure as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Because when you're getting overrun on the site, you don't want to lose that site because bomb can easily rotate.
I don't know if you just saw how Caesar played the situation he was in. He actually spotted a guy behind the forklift, but he didn't shoot at all. He got to just called it out to his teammates so his teammate could get a better angle on him. And only once his teammates engaged did he actually start shooting him as well. Some beautiful trigger discipline.
So planting on
excellent. Double tap onto the head, I believe. Good kill.
I'm gonna say this is not like the closest game, but it's also not a game that's over at all.
Yeah.
Switching operations.
It's one of those situations again, like each round, it's not, the round isn't over in 30 seconds. Like the rounds go until there's like 30 seconds left. So it shows that these rounds aren't just over. It's actually, there's a lot of slow
planning,
movements, planning,
changes.
That's the words. Things.
Things.
Have you seen Donald Trump's like latest?
Oh,
like,
Blicky's catching Kaneki off guard there. A very nice push.
Do we have? They want to go for B. The bomb is actually really close to a different player, but he doesn't know it. Oh, it's in this building again. Probably defending this building with fire.
Oh.
He gets taken down by X-Fire. It's a 3v2 in favor of... Ooh, X, a beautiful snipe kill there onto Moose. That's a 1v.
Oh, what was that? What was that? What was that? He took his assault rifle out and he just...
I didn't see. No.
You'll see now, you'll see now. Tries, and then swaps his assault rifle.
He probably ran out of his, ammo with his SMG.
Always check that you've changed your clips, guys. Come on.
I don't know, but like sometimes it's the worst when you pick up a gun and immediately get into a gunfight and that gun had like 3 bullets in. Like, there's nothing as awkward as that. So we have seen them playing really aggressively on A, pushing straight past. Yeah, they actually both pushed up so aggressively they shot at each other.
Lecky's also getting again another pick, pushing that quickly.
2v3 in favor of MB. 2v2.
Oh,
2v1.
our Moon getting that kill though.
Seems like he got stuck on a wall.
No, I think he moved, he shifted up because there might have been someone upstairs and he wasn't sure about it. And then he quickly shifted back down. Now he's seen that player now at the bottom. I don't know if you saw.
I didn't see Arun actually do it, but the player who was down there in the middle actually looked like he got stuck on the wall as he tried to run away, which is quite awkward. So that's now, what's the score here?
It's now 6-8. It was 8-4, right? So, like I said, it's not the closest game, but it's also far from over. still a lot can happen here. Still so much can happen here.
Protect the objective.
See in the chat, people are starting to discuss that thing we discussed earlier, where people shouldn't be, God shouldn't be releasing a game every year, but like every 3-4 years instead. Fully agree with that. But I mentioned that. So at the moment, I think B is a site that Nighthawks really prefer. Actually, barely ever anybody. There's one player playing A just to get the rushers and the aggressive players to make sure you can shut them down. But they are
Kaneki pushed up right all the way up.
We're getting killed into Milo's Kaneki, then finishing with Sealers. Now so 1v4. X-Fire is left alone. Oh, but they're all over that B side, most of them. X-Fire is in a dangerous position. He only has 18 bullets. He hasn't taken the chance to reload yet. He takes the chance now. Gonna try and climb in here. He hears somebody to his right. I don't think he heard him, but he gets the kill in the end, but he gets taken down from behind.
We lost that round, but it's not over yet.
I think that's player. Are you still there?
No, I'm still here. I'm just
you were quiet for like 20 seconds. Like, whoa. Did you just
hold on. I've got something, like, no. I was quiet because, like, I was sitting here thinking, like, how Envy can actually pull this back, but, like, at a non-stop, like, win rate for every round further. And what I'm starting to notice is, like, Nighthawks are pushing onto B side like really well.
Yeah.
But we see Envy pushing as defense. They're pushing way too far up.
Yeah.
If they slow their game down, now I've said never be too passive, and I've said this over and over again because you can scrub so hard by being too passive.
Exactly.
But in this case here, B site is right by spawn. There are so many awesome angles you can hold to defend that, right?
Yeah.
So if they play a little bit more passively and hold back, watch the rushes, watch the angles, but hold back, they'll get more picks and they can win round after round after round. Because now Nighthawks are now falling into this aggressive but also very comfortable play, and they're pushing extremely well.
All others are dead.
They have Schultz versus 2 now. He's got the bomb at least. He's got the player. He gets the kill. That's a 1v1, but he gets taken down. Good trade, I totally agree. Like, we keep contradicting ourselves when we say, oh yeah, they're playing too aggressive or they're playing too passive. But that's the thing. We keep saying too. There's a fine balance. There's a reason why Thanos got the 5 Infinity Stones together, you know? He believed everything needs to be balanced. So you need that fine balance between being overly aggressive, between aggression and passiveness. And you also need to be able to read the situation. Like you said, in this situation, you need to play it slow because they are playing aggressive. So you can actually just counter that by holding those close angles because they won't check it. They won't be able to check it.
I also think it's map dependent though.
Map and team dependent, most definitely. All of these factors play into these decisions, but what makes you a good player is being able to read the situation in that regard. So they should be able to read, hey, these guys are going B every round, they're playing it really aggressive. Let's see if we can catch them off guard. I think Seether's actually been playing well, playing really aggressive on A, trying to get in behind them, but he just hasn't been successful with that.
Well, let's hope that they manage to
figure out really quick 4 kills.
Envy now finally actually picking up now.
9-8. Oh, but Blickies is back on his SMG. Ah, there we go.
Now, how far pushed are they? Like, can you understand what I mean? Like, Nighthawks pushed right out.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily to push that far up. You see, you get the plant to defend, right?
Yeah.
They're pushing into someone's spawn. Now, you're asking for trouble.
Yep.
And now this has happened round after round after round after round. Now, what I'm wondering is Envy now noticing this and actually now paying attention and going, okay, well, if they're pushing up that far, we don't need to push them.
I think they've started noticing that now they need to start changing up their game plan as well. But they're sticking with this B. It seems they really prefer B. I wonder if did Envy just really shut down the A site that they are so afraid to go there now, or are they just much more comfortable on?
I'm not sure. Oh, look, B is a lot more open than A is.
Now it's a 1v3.
You're all that remains.
And it's Moose
and it's Blickies with his SMG. So let's see what he does.
Moose has gotten 2 kills.
Blickies doing a lot of damage, doesn't get the kill. He's
gets the third. Very nice position.
Moose. I actually haven't watched Moose lost this game, but this is not a really sniper spectating friendly map because of all those close corners. But he does get a beautiful look at the barrel just for some style. I'm actually gonna spec Moose a bit this round.
Neutralize the objective.
Who's scoping on? Oh, it's XI scope. Yeah, XI scoping on Envy side.
That's another thing I think is playing against Envy at the moment, is they are constantly changing up their rules.
Yeah,
we're contradicting ourselves here, but
they weapon swapping.
Yeah. And
once one of the players get into the groove of the weapon now they're using, it's now okay. Now stop using that. Let's change over. You use this now, and you got to get comfortable with it again. You got to get into it again. It's a change of pace. And
complete different mindset because each guy has its own mindset to play on. So I think you should be, if things are going really bad, then maybe drop a gun. But when it's going well, don't try and fix what's not broken. I think that's what a problem they've been having. They are constantly switching around their weapons that players are using, and that, like you said, you don't get that confidence and that comfortability that you would get if you just play with one weapon.
If you stick to the gun that you know.
You know?
No, most you know. I know.
Spots the player, trying to bunt, doesn't get him down, but Kaneki does get him down eventually. He spots another one, does finish him off.
Almost. XI so close.
11-8.
11-8. I'm not gonna lie. I had higher expectations. It's been close. It has definitely been close. Don't get me wrong there. Both teams have played extremely well.
Yeah, this has been phenomenal.
But I was wanting that like 11-10.
Well, it can still happen.
11-11.
Let's see what they do.
Look, it definitely can. I'm not saying it can't.
But down to Moose. Okay, so as you can see,
he's on the assault now.
Is
picking up the SMG or?
No, that SMG had his emblem on it. This is the assault rifle as well.
Weapon, this is not doing them any favors.
Very confusing. But it's a beautiful nade. Starting to connect his face. I think some players, they lose confidence in themselves really fast. Like, we all know some players who, if they just struggle a bit, they'll be like, oh no, I can't do this. Just let me rather do that. And instead of trying to just try and get comfortable with what they're doing, I think that's a dangerous mindset to have. Like we said, like rather wait until like going horribly. Like you're going 007. Then maybe consider changing your weapon, but changing it every off round. Unless maybe he's actually playing assault on defense and then SMG on attack. I know that's also a thing some teams do, but I'm not sure if that's always a viable thing to do.
I don't think that's a good idea though. Look, yes, you can be very versatile with different weapons and you can play them all quite well, but in a game that is this good, and I mean, both teams are extremely skilled. You want to stick with what you know best.
Yeah, what you're comfortable with.
Strongest and most comfortable role. You don't want to change that 20%.
Ziel's made the call that that's a B now. He spots 3 players. He's 2 players in front of center. Here's a player close. He takes him down. He spots the bomb here. He gets another one down. X-Fire. Beautiful.
Beautiful from X-Fire.
Moose, last guy alive with this. He's got his pistol out. He's the sniper. It's a 2v1. Blickies needs to get to him now. Almost getting taken down there. X-Fire just gonna run and watch this minimap. Ooh, Moose getting that kill. Really well played. So now it's Moose versus Blickies.
Remember you were saying instead of a 3v1, it's a 1v1v1v1.
And that's what just happened. He spotted the bomb. He could have called it to his friend, and these Blickies could have rotated much sooner. Because if the bomb is there, he has to pick up that bomb. He hears a player close right. He gets himself a bit exposed almost for a second. He could have been spotted in that instant. Isn't at least. I didn't think he spotted him there to his left. He spots him there now. He sees he's going A. He's got 13 seconds. Gonna get that bomb down in time. And he gets it down, definitely. The Blickies is... Ooh, he's got the grenade. But that grenade is not going to connect, I think. Definitely not. Now Moose has made it completely away into mid. He's gonna climb up here. Blickies has no idea where he is. Really well played by Moose so far. Moose is playing this situation really well.
Oh, beautiful. Check.
You have
Blackie's not
succeeded.
checking
Get ready
angles
for
though.
the next round.
He's not checking corners.
Yeah, I didn't see
You're
his
approaching bomb.
perspective.
Look, you're approaching bomb. You want to make sure you check left, right, at least a couple of times.
Yeah, I don't even know where he was
didn't look
looking
right.
here. Yeah.
I don't think he looked right at all. Does not look like he looked up top at all.
I think there was a bad communication there on the side of Envy's. Like you said, like they spotted the bomb, but the rotation was way too slow for that.
Yeah, yeah. Like you also don't want to leave, especially like if it's a 2v1. You're sitting with your partner on the other side of the map. You know where bomb is. The opposition is in the same vicinity as you are. You want your partner to get there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So that stays a 2v1. And not two 1v1s, you know what I mean?
Nobody's full on either side yet. But they spot a lot of players here. See them not managing to connect the skill. Really bad position now, but he does manage to get the kill.
X-Fire
getting
Milo's taking X-Fire out, which is a very good thing actually for the Nighthawks. X-Fire has been really dangerous.
Didn't have where it's from. Yeah, beautiful. Now it's a 2v2. X on the scope. He's just watching that they don't push through that building onto B. This is a beautiful little angle he's watching. He's not playing aggressively. He's just trying to stop them from getting onto B itself. But he drops that angle for maybe just a second too long. He spots him. Sometimes you just need to dedicate that angle. Communicate with your team. Hey, cover my back. I'm making sure they're not getting onto B. It's been clear now that they're going to get onto B.
Oh,
and X eats a grenade.
Perfect timing though.
The only one left.
What?
This might be it.
Set.
A 1v2. He hears him to his left. I don't think he heard him. He didn't hear him. That's GG.
So unlucky.
Get ready for the next
9-13 to Nighthawks. Nighthawks winning the first map and the third map. Second map going to Envy. A really good game. A lot of mistakes made that we did not see the first time we watched Invictus play Envy.
But this is a slightly different team again. So like we said, like switching up teams.
Yeah, look, completely different team. So it's a completely different playstyle, different momentum, different strats, different everything. But I can't help like notice things that were done that I did not see done.
Yeah.
Like the first time I watched them, you know.
But the problem is certain players are good with certain things. So if you don't have that player to be there, I can really change your entire dynamic drastically. Really well played there by both teams. I wonder if we can... they're all leaving so fast.
I'm really hoping we can get a couple of interviews with a couple of those players. Yeah.
Let's get Armin here. Wanna interview. And who do you want to see on the team of Nighthawks?
Of Nighthawks... So you want to get Armin in here? Can we get the captains of both teams in here?
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Just going.
And then maybe I think. Hell. Blickies. Can we get Blickies in? And okay, Blickies from Envy, and then from Nighthawk side. Can we get Moose in?
Oh yeah, Moose is playing really well with it. We have Milos, we have Schultz. Kaneki was also playing well. Moose, yeah.
Kaneki, yes. Kaneki, I'd definitely love to speak to Kaneki.
Get Kaneki. Oh wow, going to do not disturb mode and banned with messages when you chat. I just have to add him first. Sponsor me as my friends list is full.
Are you gonna change your layout on the stream?
Yeah, I already did.
All right,
nice. Intermission now, which is fine. I don't think. Yeah. Chat a bit. The chat isn't set up properly. We're actually busy fixing all of those issues. XI is the captain. Nice. Let's get XI in here. Mr. Littleton. Not Littleton one. Then we said Kaneki. See, Kaneki really sent me in the mood for
an interview. You could feel it.
Yeah, and
so it's the captains of both teams. So I think XI is he there? Is he not a captain?
Actually,
is he there? Is
Kaneki. Yeah, I think it might be.
Yeah, see there is.
Okay, so let's get. Is Ziel? No, not the game. Damn it.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. While we're facing some technical difficulties,
we need like that cat hanging on a tree. Like, hang in there. Okay, I'm just quickly gonna get this. Right, link up and running. Instant invitation.
For those of you guys still watching, please in the comments tell us what you guys thought were the biggest turnarounds for both teams. Let's go for the first map where Nighthawks beat Envy on Slums. What do you guys think Envy could have done differently on Slums to maybe have played a lot better on the map itself and maybe potentially won it? And what do you think the Nighthawks team could have done on Raid to have won that map?
It's always good to hear some of the community. I'm just quickly trying to get Moose here. They're saying I should talk. Moose. Profile and send invite. Okay, so ID already sent me an invite. Cool. We gonna get Kaneki then. I think we're gonna do XI first.
Yeah.
Be here. Well, yes, Armin as well. I don't know. I think XI and Armin were in the same team.
Yeah, both.
We can 2v2 them, 2-on-2 fight us.
Yeah. Let's tag team them, yeah.
My girlfriend says I sound like a Sims person when I'm casting. Like,
wow.
Your greatest critic, man, always.
Wow. Sound like a Sims person. Wow. What have you done wrong?
I don't know, man.
All right,
let's go to. Hey, okay, so we have XI here.
Yeah, we've got XI here.
Is
All
XI?
right.
What's up,
do you want to get your friend Armoon up here as well? Otherwise, let's just go down to him. Let's go down to him. Hello, Mr. XI and Armoon. Armin. What's with the new name, Armin? So much longer.
Unnecessarily long.
Really well played there, guys.
Yeah, phenomenal match. Honestly, it was. We do have quite a few questions though. Like we got a little confused with how many times Blickies was changing weapon. I've seen you guys play against Invictus. I mean, you guys played a phenomenal match against Invictus. A very close game. I mean, 13-9 on Slums, you guys took the win. 13-9 on Raid, and Invictus took the win against you guys, and then you guys took the win on the third map. I saw Blickies play a phenomenal match.
Envy now, right?
Yes. Envy, yeah. I saw Blickies play a phenomenal game on Slums as SMG. And tonight I've seen him swap around between Assault and SMG, but like
and scoping even at one stage.
Yeah, constantly swapping. Is there any particular reason why?
I feel, I know at some point during the game he was saying that he just doesn't feel comfortable. So I don't know if he was having an off night and felt maybe a weapon change would maybe assist him in that situation.
No, look, definitely understandable. We were
but I think due to unforeseen internet issues on my side, I was unable to connect on the first map, and that did cause a bit of I wouldn't say upset, but someone had to obviously fulfill that role. So it wasn't the core 5 that started all. So I think maybe that's why he was scoping on the first map.
Second map was actually on Raid second map.
Yeah. So that's probably the reason for him picking up scope there, due to me not being there. But yeah, I don't know. We haven't yet had the chance to speak to him and ask him personally. But
well,
I think
he's actually
in the
stream chat. He just said maybe it would have helped if he turned on his screen. So maybe he was just having an off night. I think everybody has those. It's important to always pick your stuff up, keep on going though, right?
You've got to have an off night. I mean, if everything goes to plan, we would all be playing on TV, I suppose.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, look, most definitely true. Look, everyone has their down days and their up days, and there's always those moments. What I do also, I want to direct this question to Armoon. Armoon, what a beast with the shotgun, mate!
Yeah,
like, wow, like really, dude, like. You did some crazy stuff the first time I watched you play, and I mean in this match as well. Like you've done some crazy stuff with a shotgun. Really impressed. Questions though. In Slums, you guys. I'll revert back to the match with Invictus against you guys. And Slums, when you guys honestly, you guys played so well on Slums. I thought that was your strongest map. And then Slums against Nighthawks not being your strongest map at all. What happened to your guys' mid? I mean, I've seen you with that shotgun mid, and I've seen you do some crazy stuff. I'm going through the negative stuff first before we hit the positive stuff, just so we can get these questions out the way that have really been grinding at us. Like, we've been asking these questions like almost the entire stream. Like, why? You guys left Graveyard open a couple of times and got rushed so hard. What happened? Like, what happened there?
Well, to be honest, I didn't feel comfortable with the shotgun tonight. My shots didn't land, so I didn't use a shotgun this time. The other nights it was more comfortable, and yeah, I practiced with it a lot. And for Graveyard, I don't know, we just didn't communicate well, and a lot of disconnects and stuff like that with XI, and yeah.
Oh, no, it can definitely be demotivating, but I mean, like, still, at the end of the day, look, you guys are really phenomenal players.
Someone's calling you.
Yeah, someone's calling me. Lol, I'm just ending the call. You guys, honestly, you guys played so damn well. You had me speechless a couple of times. I'm really happy with like your guys' performance on Raid, the improvement there, because I mean, your first game against Invictus Raid. It's so ironic that you guys won 13-9 on Slums, lost 13-9 on Raid, and then come this game, you guys lost 13-9 on Slums. We were like, what the hell? But I was so chuffed to see you guys perform so much stronger on Raid. What changes did you guys make? Like, what did you guys decide to do differently?
We actually didn't change anything. We just played and it worked.
Yeah,
I
so
think it just depends on the team we're playing against.
I'll step right out there and put my hand up and say, like, in terms of strats, because the team that we are now none of us have played together at all, and we haven't even reached the point of considering working on strats. So a lot of what we have been doing sort of evolves around just, okay, this team is doing this tonight, so let's play this map this way, sort of thing. So I want to say we adapt to what the other team does, sometimes to our own detriment, as we don't get to change soon enough. So it's hard to say what we changed, because we don't have any sort of set structure that we follow every map. And I do think that is one of our biggest downfalls as of the moment. So yeah, I think that could be the reason for you guys noticing, like, let's call it inconsistency in the way we play on the map, is because we sort of take it on the fly and adapt to what the team does.
Well, I just want to say it was a really well played team. Another question that I think the things viewers are pointing out a lot, especially, and this is with you saying you tried to adapt. You especially let some teams just or the teams just rush through mid, or you guys actually, you were able to rush through mid and capitalize on that, but at the same time you weren't able to shut down when that happened. What do you think would be good advice to give to other players for situations like that in the future? How would you handle somebody rushing and overwhelming you? How would you try and handle situations?
So I personally believe you should have a person in your team dedicated to he should have a more passive role, and he should almost take on then sort of like situational analysis. He should be the one, even if he doesn't get 10 kills in a map, that's fine. But I would suggest that you have a person that just constantly analyzes and says, okay, guys, we've been pushed through mid for the last 4 rounds and we haven't done anything about it. Let's focus on that. And we didn't do that tonight, and I feel like that could be partly reason.
In your team you need that role of a in-game leader half. So.
Yes, I do. You need someone that's cool, calm, and collected, that's able to sort of sit back and just see what the other team is doing and what we're doing wrong, and then point out to the team saying, okay, guys, this is what's going on. This is what we aren't doing. We need to change it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the insight. So I would say then you need to go and hire yourself an in-game leader every team now, and to increase your. But no.
Fails, don't blame it on me.
Thank you very much for that insight. I think we get our next interview. But Armin, you've been so quiet. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we get going?
Ach, no, I'm just not feeling it tonight. I don't know.
Dude,
Well,
happens.
look,
It's just the bad.
you guys, don't be upset about this loss. Like, really, don't let it get you guys down. Don't let it upset you. Like, you learn all the time out of anything and everything. Whether you win or lose, you are always learning. So take this match as a learning curve. Learn from it and come back even stronger the next time we see you.
I can't wait for
Yeah,
it.
we will do that.
Because I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited. Like I can't wait to see you guys jam again. Like you guys really, you've kept this so interesting and so action packed. I can't help say, but like thank you so much for the real entertainment.
Thank you. It was very nice.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice night, and then we'll see you in the next game. Good luck.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for streaming. I think we should be the ones thanking you guys. If it's not for the streamers, no one will get to watch it. So, yeah, we should be saying thank you for putting us out there.
Thank you very much. It's just a pleasure, and it's really just fun. I think Br0 agree.
Dude, I just love talking. So
Yeah, dude. This is like our chance to just talk the freaking.
now we get to talk and no one gets to tell us to shut up. So
What you're saying, if a team is looking for an in-game leader, they should come speak to you, seeing as you like to do the talk.
Well, you can actually go watch the stream afterward. We did do a lot of analysis on your plays and stuff.
yeah, we
Lots to
really
learn.
did like yo.
Just don't take offense when you say your shit, okay?
Yeah, don't come back and be like, listen, guys, Br0 Taco, Daddy Cool, we hate you. No, dude, don't. All right.
Awesome.
Right.
We'll
Otherwise,
say
guys,
that
thank you
business.
so much for joining us. Yeah, we really
No.
do appreciate it. We understand that you guys must probably got quite a bit to go through.
Yeah,
Cheers.
right, awesome stuff. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good evening.
Aha, I'm back. That was some really
So
good
sure.
insights from those teams. I'm waiting on Moose now. I just sent him the link. I want quickly.
And
Hello.
pack a loss.
Oh, you're getting back. I was having such a heartfelt conversation with myself, and then I realized you just switched channels. Like, I'm waiting for Moose at the moment. He should be coming any second now.
All right.
That was some really good
yeah,
insights. But yeah, as we
S1
said in the
LV,
team,
thanks so much for the compliments. We really do appreciate it. Innovative
It's
Gaming, thank
so-
you as well.
just
We honestly, we
so-
appreciate all the love that you guys give us, and thank you guys so much for watching. We are not finished just yet. We are.
You cut out a bit. But yeah, as he was saying, I'll finish up his words. We basically complete each other's sentences. Thank you very much for everybody who's watching. It's awesome to see these numbers grow. Actually, we're on a stable 30 this whole stream, and that's honestly, I know 30 is not a big number, but 30 actually is a crap load. Especially, this is our 7th stream now. We really appreciate every single one of you spreading the news and all the chat in the all the interaction. We really love it. You guys are really awesome. Thank you, every single last one of you guys. Moose will be here any second now. I'm seeing some other people are pointing out some more problems, but focusing especially on that second map, what NHS did wrong. But it's definitely the fact that they didn't have that map control embed where Envy could just rush. But as we saw now with Xi and them, they pointed out the thing we talked about where sometimes they weren't comfortable, but they're also not team who's played together a lot yet. And it does kind of difficult to play against a team who might have played a bit more games together and have more synergy. But it comes with time, and I'm pretty sure with time they will definitely still be one of the strongest. Moose is. Oh, there he is! No, is this Moose?
Oh, there we go.
Antisaurus Rex? I hope this is not just some random person who just joined in and now we're interviewing a random.
That would be
Hello.
good.
Hello!
You guys hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you. How
What's
are you
up?
doing?
I'm well, thank
Yeah,
you.
we
Yourself?
This is Moose, right?
Yes, it's me.
Hello, Mr. Moose. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
I'm really hoping my flipping internet line just stabilizes out for a short time while you're here.
Br0 Taco
what
sent
a
a
game.
beautiful email. Dude, really well played to your team. Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you.
One. Good
Yes.
scoping tonight, eh?
Yeah. It went well. On raid, I struggled a bit. I had a bad game there, but I think I brought it back on the third map.
Good.
Mm.
So we actually here discussing. We asked the chat to give us some input as to why they think you lost the second map, especially. It seems the real problem was that you left mid open and the envy
Yes.
could just run straight through mid.
Yes, that
Why
was
is
the big
that?
problem. The thing is, we don't really play raid. We do play raid, but it's not our best map. That's why we chose it, so we can get some practice on the map. Leaving mid open was a big mistake, especially for me because I was a scope. I was supposed to watch it. I didn't expect them to play such an aggressive mid, but I should have changed my positioning while because we realized they're having mid the whole time.
We actually just got some insights from Envy and them. They said you actually need an in-game leader who actually sits and analyzes the game.
Yes.
I'm guessing you guys didn't really have that either, since you didn't make that crucial decision.
Yes, so Kaniki is the cappy.
Yeah.
And then I'm the vice captain.
Yeah.
So we do analyze how they are playing, but it's hard because they can change so quickly, and that's the thing. I was just speaking to the Envy guys just now, and like they said, when we do something that works, they change up and they do something else, and then you have to adapt so quickly, and it's so hard because you're focusing on what you're doing, and then you have to in the back of your mind, you still have to analyze what they're doing, and they're going to change up now and all those things.
Okay, so I think then one thing I just want to give to all our viewers and other teams watching this is I definitely feel that teams should then pay attention to getting an in-game leader. There's a difference between an in-game leader and a captain. Like XI proposed that there's one player, he maybe plays a passive role, but he's actually there. His role is to analyze the game as it goes.
Yes. So you can focus more on the game, the gameplay that they are doing.
Exactly, because on one stage we pointed out how positioning was kind of your guys' downfall, and actually Envy's downfall as well on the other maps.
Yes,
it's such a crucial thing that you do need to pay attention to. I think Br0 Taco has been timing.
I'm stabilizing here. And I'm getting so excited.
Welcome back,
because dude, oh my gosh, like dude, dude, I saw some amazing shots from you. I'm so happy. Like, yes, sir. Like, so damn happy. Like, seriously. I've had to close the YouTube stream, so I can't see the comments.
Okay.
But, wow.
Oh, thanks, man.
Wow. Like, you guys, like, I've not seen you guys play, but, like, you guys did so damn well. Like, I'm so glad to be part of the stream itself, to co-cast with Daddy Cool, to watch you guys play. Obviously, there are a lot of questions. I've never seen Kaniki play. I don't know if I've pronounced his name correctly. Hopefully, I have.
Yes, it's Kaniki.
Wow, SMG, that dude is just potent. Really, really potent. Is his decision making and his positioning. It was really, really good. For you on scope, you got some really insane shots off. Like, so chuffed about it. Daddy Cool, you've been going on about the in-game leader and that.
Yes.
Tell me something. Moose, in-game leader, you've got an in-game leader, and that person says, okay, we're gonna go B, I want one person here, one person next, etc. Right? But then is that would you say that's rather the shot caller and your in-game leader being the person that's more passive and held back and saying, okay, right, we're screwing up here, we're screwing up there, we're screwing up here.
Since now we've actually just winged it. It's not really. We haven't really paid that much attention to the gameplay of the opposing teams and all that. Because at the end of the day, it is really just about fun, you know. Yeah. So everyone is having fun. I mean, sometimes it gets a little salty. But we just remind each other. I mean, we're not winning anything. We're not losing anything.
Hey, that's about to change, though. Eh? We're trying to get this to be more than just fun.
Yes,
so maybe that will also help change the mindset.
We want the fun factor to remain.
Yeah, no, the fun should never not
change.
be there.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't look. My personal opinion, I don't think a prize or something of the sort should ever be motivation to want to win. I think winning should be more of a not a perk, but like an extra
it's
extra
a
thing.
inevitable.
To lose a match, you should still be happy about it, because you get to learn so much. You get to play against someone more skilled, and everything in life there is someone better. There's always someone better. So you get to play against someone better. Yeah, you've lost, but you've taken so much from it. You've gained so much more knowledge.
Yes, I mean, in every map you play, every map I've played, almost every game, it's every time you learn something new, and that's something you can use in the next game.
Yeah.
But it's still, you can't use it the whole time, because the thing is, they adapt and they learn how you play, and it's not always going to work. So you have to switch it up. But the thing is, you were talking about that in-game leader just now. The only problem I find with that is you still need the input from every other player, because it helps when, let's say I die somewhere through a nade spot, and the next round you see your teammates running there, making the same mistake you did. You just need that bit of input that says, just careful, they like to nade there, all those things. So you give and take there from your teammates as you go along. That's how we've played so far. And I think it served us well.
I think that's a really good about it. Definitely communication is 100% important. Like, it's actually more important than having an in-game leader, but I think the in-game leader's role should be that analysis. That's the key word they use, is just to say, hey guys, this guy is pushing through mid. Maybe one guy, and then the team can discuss. They have very little time there, but like, okay, then maybe Kaneki this round, just check out, maybe slow him down. Because as me and Br0 Taco actually discussed, if you shut somebody down who's playing a role really comfortably 1 or 2 rounds in a row, you'll completely break his momentum. You'll make him play that role much more cautiously. So,
and I mean, both of the teams, we had that mistake. There was no analysis of the opposing team.
Yeah.
I mean, in the first map, they always popped their smoke so early.
Yeah.
Which gave us the opportunity to just wait it out, and then later there wasn't any way of holding us.
I'm so sorry, Miss. What did I say? Daddy cool, what did I say? What did I say?
What did you say?
What did I say about flames and smokes?
Yep.
Too soon? Oh, called it. Beautiful.
So that was how we got on the sites, actually pretty easy, because we saved our smoke, so we got on sites.
No, we definitely noticed. At one point, question to you though, at what point did you guys notice that graveyard was open? Like, because I saw you guys like rush right through graveyard, and it picked off, and I think that was where Envy made the biggest mistake, is they didn't keep tabs on that chokehold.
Because graveyard, it's very important on that map. I mean, if you lose graveyard, you lose blue, you lose mechanic, you lose all those things. Yeah, it's just a problem to watch all those spots. So, but it's our SMGs. I mean, Milos and Kaneki, they can. They quickly know when there's a spot open, and they push at it. Yeah, so props to them.
No, definitely. The Kaneki played really phenomenally well. I was thoroughly enjoying it.
Br0 Taco's like a fangirl, eh?
I am. I'm a fangirl of everyone. When you see, do you know what? I have no shame in going on like a little girl that's gotten the best Barbie doll in the world for Christmas or birthday or whatever. Because when you see talent and you see actual skill, and everyone has it within them, it's just the patience and the dedication to hone it and actually make something of it. Just because someone's bad at a game now, it doesn't mean a year from now you can't be one of the best at it. It's just a dedication and a passion that want to do it. Now, when you see that in players, like I've seen over spectating and co-commentary in the games that I have with you guys and with Envy and Invictus and all that, I can't help but get excited in the manner that I do, because like it's such a beautiful thing to watch.
Yes, and I heard you speaking to the Envy guys earlier on. You guys love to talk. But you guys, the commentating was excellent, guys. I've just been watching a few of the clips on the stream, just been skipping through it, and I liked it. It was very well done to you guys.
Thank you very much. We try. I feel like we're 2 girls sometimes. We just have to shut up.
Like it should be mommy cool. Just The taco.
No, but honestly, to be fair, like your guys' games, it was a beautiful game to cast because you guys had it was an equal game. Like,
Yeah.
there was never a moment I'd say this one is in the bag. It's always fun to cast a game like that because you can't just say, okay, now this is going to happen. And the rounds were, you could see the rounds were actually quite calculated. Like the rounds weren't over in 30 seconds. 1 or 2 were, but overall you could see there's these planned movements. It was really a fun game to cast. Thank you very much for playing so well and actually showing that there is this this other side to competitive Call, especially Call of Duty. I think some people just think it's just run and gun and but there's actually so much more to it. And games like this just show that and prove that, and it just makes for such an interesting stream. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks guys. It's a nice game.
Very well played. Congratulations on the victory.
So much more and greater and bigger things from you guys. Really.
Thanks
you guys
much,
have set an expectation bar of your guys' team. Please don't fall below that bar.
We won't. Imagine if we start practicing.
Oh yes, just not that, huh?
Do strats and things.
You.
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. Hey.
Thank you very much. Have a nice night.
Okay, bye.
So there are interviews are done, Mr. Br0 Taco. We can now, for 10 more minutes, just talk shit. Or...
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Now, overall, like, I think all the things we pointed out on the streams, the teams just actually confirmed, eh? Like, so we're saying things that they know, but it's difficult. It's easy for us to on the outside say, hey guys, you guys are having this this mid-rushed. Like, I think there's definitely this need then for teams to realize, hey, we need somebody to just check out what's happening, even if it's like a 5th player, a 6th player watching the stream and in TeamSpeak telling them, guys, hey guys, you guys might be actually making these mistakes. Because if you go look at your super professional tournaments, actually have like 2 shot callers and team leaders not actually in the game, just spectating the game and then analyzing the game and telling the team, hey, this might be what's happening, try and focus on this. But it's still up to the team to adapt and make the decisions. But just knowing of, hey, maybe this is what's happening, because you're so focused on your role, you don't even realize that there's this problem. So I think some teams are going to take some note of that in future and kind of consciously make the decision to think about what the other team is doing, because there's 2 teams in this game. It's not just your team. Even if you do everything perfectly according to you, the other team can still destroy because they're kind of finding those gaps that you aren't seeing.
Look, do you know, there are so many different ways to look at a match, especially from a team that's not doing as well on a map as the other. Yes, it's easier looking in from the outside, but I mean, at the same time, like, you also have this expectation that the teams that are playing or the players that are playing, they would know this by now as well. You know, hold this angle, you're safe from this side and not this side, but you've got views on these 2 sides. You know, analyze your own gameplay. I think it's also very important. Like, if you want to go far in a game, or if you want to better your own skills and get better game sense and stuff like that, you want to watch your own gameplay, like record your games. And then go back and spend like an hour or 2 every week or every couple of days and go and view your own footage. See where you're making the mistakes. See what decisions you could have changed and could have worked out better for you. I think for self-improvement, I think that's extremely important. And we can go back to the Slums map, especially in this match. And Envy against Invictus won that map. And they held Graveyard. They held Graveyard very well. Now against Nighthawks, yes, different team, and we saw smokes coming a lot earlier. And I mean, by at least 4 rounds in, if your smokes are going too early, you should recognize it. You should see it. You know, it's things you should pick up. And
especially if you're not actually, you know, using your smokes. If you're just sort of throwing it there and it's just
and I mean, there was more than enough opportunity for them to notice. Yes, like XI having internet issues, it does cause for a little like mishap within the team, and it's like it's a little demotivating, so you don't focus as much and you don't pay as much as attention. But then at the same time, like, I also think like self-encouragement, like, build yourself up again. Just be like, okay, we have some connection issues, we're struggling a bit with this, but guess what, we're still not going to give up, we're not going to let it get us down, and we're going to keep pushing forward. I think that motivation for the players themselves, and they need to keep telling themselves that, like, and for any team that is like, hey, I'm not going to let this bring me down. It's unfortunate, it is not purposeful, what are we going to do about it? We can't sit and complain about it, get pissed about it, because it's not going to help us. What can we do? Right.
Find the solution.
Yeah, and you keep yourself motivated enough. With that motivation, I'll tell you what, the happier you are playing, the better you perform.
Yep.
The more angry, upset you are playing, the less you perform.
In Dota nowadays, if you pause, they give you like little hints, and like there's these hints like a calm player always makes better decisions. You know? But it's true. Like it's really, really true. I just want to follow up on the thing you said about like wow, now my thought just lost my train of thought. Crikey, I can't believe this.
There we go. No, but like, look, both teams played astonishingly well.
Yeah, definitely.
I saw mistakes from both teams that I think that obviously it could have been avoided quite well. Yeah. So there is some things that both teams need to now focus on, and they know exactly what they need to do to come back stronger on their next match. I am hoping to see that those mistakes are corrected. I
just caught my train of thought again. Okay.
Did you get it back? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll remember mine.
Okay.
So
you just say that. So when you said about how you have to go recheck your gameplay footage, so another thing, like you can't only focus on what you did wrong. Like when you did something right, you must also
got to reward yourself.
Reward yourself as well, yes. But if you see something you're working is really working really well, you need to know how to counter that, because somebody else can do it as well. So, and by if you figuring out how to counter that, you can figure out how to counter that counter. It kind of makes this infinite loop, but like you need to see like, okay, so this is working, but if somebody does this, it won't work at all. So then I need to be able to adjust. So you need to kind of make these situations in your mind where this is what you can do if this is what's happening. You need to kind of like a chess game.
You need to constantly basically beat yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
All the time.
That's just,
no matter what you do, you need to beat yourself all the time, because that's way like
that
if someone
like
else
you beat yourself. You just have to be better than yourself. Let's try and be more friendly.
Like, no, but I mean, you get what I mean. Like, but yeah, like you constantly need to everything that you do right. You need to find the weakness too, and then make sure that you know, okay, if that person uses that against whatever strategy you're using, you know how to counter that, or you know how to get out of it, or retreat from it, or push through it, or do whatever you need to do to win that duel. But yeah, look, I've got higher hopes, and I've got really high expectations for both these teams, man. I want to see all the mistakes I've seen from both of them. I don't want to see them anymore. I want to see what the next level is. I want to see that next.
I think definitely when this group stage is over, that's when that's going to be awesome, because then you're going to see these lower ranked teams learning from each other and getting onto those higher ranks, but then you're also going to see these higher ranked teams where the mistakes are minimal, and like you can see the mistakes clearly, but they don't do them as often, and I think it's going to be an awesome experience. I can't wait for that to start.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
I think it's almost time to end the stream. I just want to say, first of all, thank you very, very much for everybody sticking out here to the very end. We still have 16 people listening to us just chat. Wow, you guys are awesome. We really, really, really appreciate it. It's awesome to see you guys engaging and being here and chatting with us, getting some input. And don't be afraid to give your own input. We will really bring it into our discussions.
Yeah, like leave a comment. Like, what can we do better? What would you guys like to see more from us? Like, what can we change to make this a lot more interesting for all you guys? Obviously, talking is not going to stop.
Yeah, so. that's what we do. Maybe we need like a talking stick every now and then. We're just like, hey, your turn.
No, do you know what? We need a referee. We need a bloody referee.
We need a third person in here.
But, okay, Br0 Taco, shut up. Daddy calls your turn. Daddy calls, shut up. Br0 Taco, it's your turn. Daddy call, what did I say?
Oh, that's beautiful.
But like, please share what you guys think we can do to make this even better for you guys. What can we add? What can we take away? What do you think we're doing too much of? I don't think there's a such thing as too much.
There's too much. I believe that.
There is.
I wonder if we should stop fighting. Every time you say something, we're like, but no. But that's actually great. That's debate. We can actually discuss our viewpoints.
But that's kind of the whole point, is it not?
Exactly,
like,
that is
your view, my view, like you bring in a point, I'm bringing a point.
I've been
both
enjoying
valid.
streaming with you, but
no, dude, I must say, like, we work very well together.
I'm doing like a bro fist, you know, where you double pump your breast and then you like show a peace sign. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, you're doing
now.
bro fist? I was gonna do bro hugs, but okay,
but I mean,
you then.
Bluetooth,
No. You know what?
And one last thing we need to do is just again say very, very thank you to Zag. Thank you very much for partnering up with us, and I think it's gonna go awesome from here. People actually seems like they're actually positive about it, even though it's Counter-Strike. I think we did convey our point how it's helping everything grow. I'm really, really excited to see the.
I'm sorry. Grim those beats is like I love you guys. Nothing, you're perfect. Our two local girls talking about games.
Oh, thank you, Grim. My heart, dude, it's melted.
Oh shit. Oh, fuck, it's so brilliant. But yes, listen, Zaga, welcome to the family, and we are so happy to be a part of your family.
Yeah.
We hope that this journey together is nothing but positive, and it brings everything that we could ever dream about. For both you guys and us, we welcome you to SML, and we are so glad to be a part of your family.
So Tim is like, he says he wants facecam. I don't think facecam works for casting matches, unfortunately. Because
well, you could put like two, like one left corner, one right corner, but like not big boxes, like smallish boxes. I just need to get a camera then.
Yeah,
green screen setup, like, okay, I'll tell you what. When the donations start rolling in for cameras and green
then we
screens,
can
talk about
stuff,
this. You know? Until then, like,
if I can get the facial surgery and stuff like that, I mean,
you know what? I want to put a fucking overlay on and be like, long hair, black eyeliner.
But that's valid input. Thank you very much for that. We'll actually take that into account. Maybe we'll try and organize vaping on this.
Yo, listen. I puff clouds like you won't believe. So
we'll be able to see your face, yeah. No, we'll just say it's a special effect. It's an overlay.
Yeah, dude, like smoky, you know. Kaneki, yes,
by
dude.
The way.
Oh, bro, you played so damn well, mate. Oh gosh, love your SMG style, love the push style. Keep it up. Hope to see so much more from you guys. Other than that, face cams. If that's what you guys really, really want. Daddy cool.
I don't know about you, but I keep changing my position. I'm like laying one side and then another side.
No, dude.
I don't know if the camera will be able
when
to
I
have
start
my
getting
face.
excited, like I put my feet up on the chair. I'm sitting on one leg, knees up by the chest, and
We're gonna need like a GoPro attached to our heads so we can always focus on our face or something.
No, but like if that's for interviews and stuff like that, maybe the streams as well. We'll test it out. We'll throw it around.
Yeah.
We'll definitely sit down and talk about it. Other than that, dude, like I think it'll be a bit difficult though.
Yeah, I will try it.
From my side, it would be, because how are you gonna get my camera recording?
Oh, that's true. That is really true. You're gonna have to drive. Where do you live?
No, dude, I live in Joburg, bro.
I live in Pretoria, man. That's not too far. You can come here and then we can sit in one looking at the screen together.
Oh, you're a funny guy.
I think we've talked shit for long enough now. Thank you very, very much for joining in on this. I wait for the next one. Thank much everybody. And you guys are awesome. And thank you everybody here. Well, not everybody. Lots of the players who were in the games are actually saying that they're really taking things into account that we've been saying. Thank you very much. We're glad we can at least provide some learning experience just to help improve the overall gameplay, because that's just better things get, the better things get. Yes. Quote of me right now, please. That's quote of 28.
Flipping. Copyright that shit, yeah. No, look, obviously outside views are always important, because I mean we see stuff that they don't in the moments that it happens. So if anything positive comes up from what we said for the team, so chuffed to have been a part of that then, man.
Yeah.
Really so chuffed. And from my side, thanks so much for all the welcomes and for the love. It's really much appreciated. Very cool. Dude, I really enjoy doing these streams with you, man.
You're not gonna tell us to get a room soon, man.
Don't worry, we'll get rings too.
Oh. No, but it's really been awesome. Thank you very, very much.
Otherwise, guys, thanks so much for pitching in and joining in on this lovely stream. It was an amazing game. For those of you that maybe joined late and need double checks and scores, Nighthawks 2, Envy Esports 1. First match went to Nighthawks. Well, first map, Nighthawks. Second map, Envy. And then
13-6?
the last map was Nighthawks again.
Yes. What was the last map score? 13?
Yeah.
Well, I think it was 13-10 actually. It was also a really close one.
Yeah.
And overall,
yeah,
well, we didn't say enough. Like, really well played to both teams tonight. We only said to their faces, but overall, awesome gameplay to commentate. Really well played, and best of luck to both teams in the future.
Can't wait. Can't wait to see what's coming.